Here it is, Pokefans, the final tier video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue with the last installment of fights 81 through 105. Yep, I'm going to throw in the last bit just because why not? And the outro is not too bad itself, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of these. I know that you guys loved them before, but if you guys find them enjoyable, I will continue doing that. But if you guys want to see the ultra super cut, let me know. I'll probably do it for season 16. And I'm hoping you guys enjoy the global challenge matches. They're a doozy. People came in hard. I gotta say. I really gotta say. Whew. Jesus. Okay, well, it's a good thing I swapped over. We got Iron Crown, Indeedee, Tornadus, Regidraco, Ogerpon that's fire, and Urshifu. We're not sure which one, but look at the sort. It's like, oh man, what if I didn't? No, I have them. I have them. They're here. They are here this time. The question is, which one would be better to take out? Iron Crown or Indeedee? I mean, I'll have Ice Spinner. If I got rid of the field, I wouldn't have so many problems. Switch out Rillaboom, and it's like, okay, well there you go. But they don't have to switch out anybody. Steel doesn't resist Dark types as far as I'm aware. You know what? Let's go with no, because they're gonna. No, wait. Fake Out works before Follow Me. That's right. That's right. I remember that part. Ogerpon, and we'll bring in Fluttermane. In the beginning, I'm not going to try to be the most fastest Pokemon. I believe Iron Crown still does outspeed me, but if I go with the both Dark type opens, Expanding Force doesn't do anything. So Indeedee and Urshifu. Field got weird. Intimidate goes off. So what I want to do is go ahead and Wicked Blow on the Indeedee. And I want to Fake Out the Urshifu. Oh, I can't Psychic Terrain. Oh, I forgot. Why would I do that? That's so dumb. Oh, guys, don't be ashamed to flame me in the comments. I knew that. I knew it. But I'll live. Thanks to the Citrus Berry. Hit 3 times. Wicked Blow. Bop, down goes Indeedee. Crit hit and Rocky Helm. Yep, there it is. Ah, it's so lame. I'm so mad at myself. That absolutely should not have happened. Like, oh yeah, let me just do this. Like, I'm so mad. Out comes Ogerpon. He breaks the mold. Let's Sucker Punch. Now let's go straight into that. I'll swap over to my Ogerpon. That way Urshifu doesn't one-shot me. And I also can put that Ogerpon in danger. Surfing Strikes. It's not enough to KO me, I think. No, it's not. It's really, really close, though. It's combat. Good call. Swap over to that guy. I'm going to Horn Leech the Urshifu. It's probably going to swap out to be something different. Yep. So we foresaw that. So we're going to get a bunch of HP, whoever it is. Probably Iron Crown. Yep. Booster Energy activates. Are you special attack or speed? If you're speed, you're crazy. Okay. Special attack. Urshifu, come back. Bring out Incineroar. Which would have -1 that Ogerpon. Horn Leech. Hits the Incineroar. Doesn't do a whole lot. Not very effective. Shadow Ball. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? Follow me in case if you are faster than my Fluttermane. My Fluttermane's 170. Without Tailwind, it's 170. I think I still outspeed this thing. I think it sits at one. No, actually, it wouldn't. It would not outspeed. My Fluttermane wouldn't. That's what I'm talking about. I think Iron Crown would. I think they stop, or I'm assuming it's something else. Spike Shield. Follow me. Shadow Ball. Special defense drop. Tachyon Cutter. Over to the Ogerpon. Oh, it's just gonna take it like a champ. Not very effective. Hit 2 times. Shadow Ball. And Horn Leech is now effective. Ivy Cudgel is effective on both. You know what? I'm gonna Spike his shield. I want my Ogerpon to live a little bit longer. Because I know my Fluttermane outsped, so it doesn't bother me any. Down goes Iron Crown. Ivy Cudgel. Goes right into Fluttermane. Not enough to KO. Not enough to KO. I mean, I'm locked into Shadow Ball. Do I really want to be locked into Shadow Ball? It does hurt both. Yeah, let's go to that, and I'll Horn Leech the Urshifu. Again, Aqua Jet's gonna come out here, but if it's not Aqua Jet, I do outspeed it. Oh, you're scarfed. Okay. That's the only reason why I know that it outspeeds Fluttermane, because Fluttermane outspeeds it. So, Horn Leech on the Ogerpon. That would have been a nice call, but at the same time, it would not have really mattered, I think. Let's give this a try. We're going to fail because Ogerpon's going to come in and knock us out. And we're also going to get knocked out by Urshifu if this doesn't knock out. But it's Black Glasses, Terra Dark. Maybe. It is not very effective. But it's better than using Detect. Bop. Nope. Okay. Yep. We tried. It was a valiant effort. Like I said, it's really, really hard to use Single Strike Urshifu. It's like I'm missing something that fits in a puzzle for him. I'm trying to look at the bigger picture. I'm not seeing it yet, but I want to make him work for my team. And it might just be his move pool. His move pool might be so small that I don't really know how to fit him in. And that could be it. Let's move on and see what else we can find out. All right. So we've got Incineroar, Iron Bundle, Amoonguss, Raging Bolt, Galarian Zapdos, and Tickaton. Pokemon that I am all too familiar with. However, I have a hard time countering a lot of these, so that's going to be very, very interesting. In this particular case, though, I think Tornadus, Fluttermane, so that I could take out like Iron Bundle and outspeed it and be able to do a little bit of damage to Raging Bolt, but I do put myself in trouble with Tickaton. which will most likely be out there if Incineroar isn't. Ogerpon's my third, and I think I'll bring my own in Incineroar. We'll leave Raging Bolt and Urshifu in the back. It's really hard to pick. Like, now that I have Fluttermane, it's very, very interesting, but I wanted to be able to outspeed, and that's what I'm hoping that I can do now. Raging Bolt and Iron Bundle, that sets him up so good. Booster energy on the Iron Bundle. Speed was heightened, making it 309. So we'll go ahead and just use Tailwind. Terra, we'll do the Dazzling Gleam, and that'll hit both. It's about as best as I could do. One or both of them could do Protect. It would be something that I would do, but we'll see. I'm just immediately putting pressure on both the Iron Bundle and the Raging Bolt. Now, Raging Bolt is probably going to do Thunderclap, but if you want it to be like top of the line, maybe meta, maybe attacking Thunder or Tornadus. Protect on the Iron Bundle, so that's good. Tailwind will go off. I now outspeed Raging Bolt. I mean, I did before, but now I outspeed Iron Bundle and Raging Bolt. Terra Fairies, Choice Spect. Dazzling Gleam does not knock it out. Snarl is going to lower down my special attack 1 stage. I could swap, but none of these Pokemon are. Oh yeah, we'll Protect, and I will go with Dazzling Gleam. With your Iron Bundle, that's a good call. Wasted item. That's what we did. Out comes Incineroar. Lower down our attacks, or at least our attack stat. They're gonna Terra. It's gonna go straight into Raging Bolt. Maybe get to survive. It is Terra Fairy now, so it'll live. Protect here. Thunderclap will fail. Someone on the Tornadus instead of the Dazzling Gleam that's going to come out. Isn't going to do a ton to Incineroar. Oh, that's actually a lot more than I assumed. Holy shnikes. Holy shnikes. Okay, we're going to swap out to my own Incineroar. And I'm just going to continue doing my thing. Like, that was neutral to Incineroar. That was a ton. That was a -1, too. But Raging Bolt still didn't do anything. Fake Out goes to the Fluttermane, which is something I figured out. Thunderbolt. Onto the Fluttermane, does not get the KO. And I'm just gonna, Fake Out and Dazzling Gleam. His best option is to Protect on the Raging Bolt or lose both. He could also swap, but depending on what he has in the back, I've only seen 3 of the Pokemon. Depending on what he has back there, he's got to really decide which one's going to be worth losing. The Raging Bolt or the Incineroar at this point. Okay, whiz through the Raging Bolt. So the Fake Out is going to go into an empty slot, but it is going to go into a Moongus, who has the Rocky Helmet. Dazzling Gleam. Does not take down the Incineroar. Knockoff hits the Incineroar. He's going to knock off my Citrus Berry. And my Tailwind's gone. Swap out to Ogerpon, so that Spore can't do anything. Because I'm assuming that it's either going to go into Incineroar or it's going to go into Fluttermane. But I'm switching out Fluttermane now. So we get that -1 off, and we can also switch our attack. And if Rage Powder did come out whenever, then we would be able to take advantage of the confusion. But here comes Ogerpon. They withdrew Incineroar, comes back with Raging Bolt. Amoonguss protects. Good call. So I'm going to go ahead and knock off Raging Bolt and follow me on the Ogerpon. So that Spore goes into that slot and I can't do anything, or he attacks into Ogerpon and it still doesn't do anything. Okay, Wizard the Amoonguss is going to bring out the Incineroar again. Iron Bundle, let's go. Gonna do a little bit of damage with that Freeze Dry. Follow Me goes off. No Thunderclap, because it'll fail. And I'm gonna knock off Raging Bolt and knock off his item. Doesn't really matter though, because he gets knocked out, which is essentially what I wanted it to do. Ah, Assault Vest, that's why he lived. Incineroar comes out. Let's Spiky Shield. I'm thinking that Freeze Dry is going to come out. Swap out Incineroar for Tornadus, hoping that, you know, a water, well, like a Hydro Pump doesn't come out. But I'm thinking that a Fake Out's going to come out too. Fake Out does come out, hits the Tornadus, totally fine with that. Freeze Dry goes right into the Protect. Yep, okay, good. We called that. We absolutely called that. Now we're going to Tailwind, and I'm going to go ahead and Horn Leech the Iron Bundle. Withdraw Incineroar. Here comes their 4. Oh no, they're Amoonguss. Okay. So I've seen all 4. Raging Bolt's down. They have Incineroar in the back, Iron Bundle, and Amoonguss. Horn Leech into Iron Bundle. Does not get the KO. That's for the Icy Wind. Ogerpon's speed does drop, but not Tornadus. I'm just going to Horn Leech because I outspeed. Rage Powder. Ogerpon's just going to ignore that. Bleak Wind Storm. Misses Iron Bundle. Will hit the Amoonguss. That's good. Oh, you outspeed. Wow, you outspeed Ogerpon? That's interesting. Yeah, -1. He's not 307. It's 149 times 2. And then -1 made it so that it still outsped? That's insane. But Iron Bundle does go down. Bring out Fluttermane, and you can bring out Incineroar. I'm okay with that because I'm just going to swap out to bring out my Incineroar. And I'm just going to Ivy Cudgel. You know what? Spiky Shield. You're thinking Spore's going to go into that slot. I mean, I don't really care. It could hit Fluttermane. But next turn, I'm going to follow me Amoonguss over to Ogerpon, and I don't have to worry about anything else. Spiky Shield. Fake Out goes into. My partner. Pollen Puff goes into Incineroar. That's a lot. To be honest, that is a lot more than I would like. But we'll go ahead and fake out the Amoonguss so he does nothing. Okay, never mind. He does something. I knew that. Fake out fails. I do have -2 on the Ogre Pond, so this Incineroar could outspeed. Nope, never mind. Ivy Cudgel does get the KO. See, it seems like this course seems to be fine, but if I try to throw in, you know, Urshifu, it seems off. Incredibly off. Knock off and follow me. Battle's canceled. Not a bad match. I was able to make it so that Tornadus was able to survive a little bit longer, be able to do some moves. I was not expecting Ogre Pond to get tailwinded and then lose out from that. But I'm going to double check that real quick, because I do have Ogre Pond saved one of my things. Okay, we have Tailwind, makes it double, and then -1 is 190. So doubled, right? Without it, it's 286. At -1, it's 190. -1, that is 190. That is insane. That's a huge drop. I didn't realize that was gonna drop that much. That's almost 90 points. As a matter of fact, from 286 to 190. What is that, 84? I lost 84 from that one stat drop. Let me see. Bring up the calculator. 286 minus 190. 96. Almost 100 points from one minus down. That's insane. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, we've got Fire Ogre Pond, Primarina, Incineroar, Ursaluna, Burgraff, and Urshifu. Not sure which one, but we do have to worry about someone setting up Trick Room. So we will probably have to bring up Urshifu. And my calcs set up to where I one-shot most, if not all, for Rigoraphs. The black glasses, well, I mean, I'm jolly not adamant, so I could lose a little bit there. But if I Terra go right into that slot, I'm definitely going to be knocking some heads together. And we're also going to bring out, well, Fake Out's going to be a thing. Oh, they're going to get Trick Room off. I can't do priority. They're going to get it off. I can't stop it. Oh, that's annoying. Urshifu, Fluttermane, Ogre Pond, and we'll bring out Tornadus. It's about as much as I can go. Dang it, I can't. Because they have Fake Out, they can instantly get Frigoraph off. Because you don't have to lead with Ursaluna at all. And this is the Blood Moon variant, by the way, for those listening and not watching. They don't have to have it in the lead. Yep, I knew it. I freaking knew it. Okay, so we have Intimidate go off on the Incineroar, and we have the Great Equalizer themselves. I can't do Sucker Punch. Oh, that's really, really annoying. We're going to Detect on the Urshifu, and I want to Moonblast it. I want to Moonblast it so bad. Fake Out's going to go into the Urshifu. I can't stop it. The only way I could is to Terra Ghost now, and I can't. We're going to go Moonblast right into that slot because I know the Fake Out's going to go to Urshifu because it can only go into Urshifu. Trick Room's going to go off here. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I can't stop it. I can't stop it. Oh, that's an... Protect. There's the Fake Out. I knew it. Moonblast, Choice Spect. Oh, it's not enough. Fudge. And everyone on my team is fast. Like, the only way I could stop that is to taunt it, and I couldn't. Fluttermane, I mean, Fluttermane could get taunt. That would be decent now, but couldn't before. I'm just gonna Moonblast into Farigiraf. Light Screen comes up. Not bad. Parting Shot goes right into the Fluttermane. Out comes Ursaluna. Please bring out Ursaluna. This will make this strat so much better if you bring out Ursaluna. I don't know what that is. Oh, thank Christ. Okay. Close combat. It is a -1. It's not going to be enough, but it's going to be close. Out comes a Moonblast. Right over to Farigiraf, knocking it out. That's a -2. I mean, if that was directed towards Incineroar, that would have knocked out this Ursaluna, which when 100% would have been my thing. But I do need to get this Urshifu out. Bring in Ogerpon. And I'm going to go straight into Ursaluna. I know Fake Out's going to come out. It's going to hit the Ogerpon because I have Sucker Punch now. And Sucker Punch to Ursaluna is huge. Well, let's swap out. So Ogerpon comes out. It's not going to get instantly knocked out. But anything that Ursaluna can do. It's going to go with Terra Normal, I think. Could go Water, but if it's normal, here comes Hyper Voice. It's Terra Normal. Are you a Hyper Voice Life Orb set? Or are you Assault Vest? Fake Out. Ogerpon. Yep, we guessed it. Hyper Voice. Here it comes. You are Life Orb set. Okay. Out comes the Moonblast. Right to Ursaluna. Down it goes. Oh. Sent out the last Pokemon, which is going to be Ogerpon. The Mold Breaker. 2 fire types versus my entire team, but they have Trick Room still. It's up for 2 more turns. So I'm going to Spiky Shield the Ogerpon. And realistically, I should swap. But no. Spiky Shield here. And I'm going to Moonblast into Incineroar. It's the only thing I can do. Darkest Lariat. Not bad. That's an old move I haven't seen in forever. Goes into the Protector, hurts itself. Horn Leech goes into the Fluttermane, does knock it out. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring out Tornadus. Swap out to bring out Urshifu. And I'm going to protect. I'm protecting here to get away the last turn of Trick Room, and then I'll be able to do my offense from there. Protect. Darkest Lariat goes right into the Urshifu. Not very effective at all. Ivy Cudgel goes off to Protect. Now Urshifu is not suffered by any type of minuses. Let's go ahead and go right into that and Bleak Wind Storm, because now I outspeed. I absolutely outspeed, regardless if I have Tailwind up or not. Bleak Wind Storm hits both. Does not knock down the Ogre Pawn. Drops the speed though. Close combat right into Incineroar. Does get the KO because I did quite a bit of damage. Absolutely quite a bit. Horn Leech into the Urshifu. That's quite a bit of HP you got there. And Light Screen. Oh, that was with Light Screen? Bro, you got lucky. Sucker Punch. There you go. Bleak Wind Storm hits. Down goes Ogre Pawn. There we go. See, I knew we just had a terrible matchup like before. Like, I couldn't get Trick Room off, so I just had to play around it as much as I possibly could. And boy, that was really, really annoying. Farigiraf, man. I stopped priority, so you have to have Pokemon that legitly can use Taunt that's not priority, which a lot of Pokemon do get. As a matter of fact, I want to tell you how many people get Taunt. So we're going to go in. It's this one. Here we go. RST. What Pokemon get Taunt? Meowth, Persian. That's cool. Sneasel. Mighty Hina. But which one's good for VGC? I would like it if the thing would stop freezing. That would be dope. So Glasteria, Corviknight, Tatsugiri, Great Tusk, and Tinglu. And these all get it by leveling. Okay. By TM. Oh, this is going to take forever. I know Gyarados gets it. Zapdos and Moltres also get it. Murkrow also gets it, but he's priority, so we're not gonna like highlight him as much. Tyranitar gets it. Metachan also gets it. Honchkrow, which does get rid of Prankster. Spiritomb also gets it. We have Gallade. Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott, like a line. Whimsicott, but it's Prankster, so we don't count that. Crocodile. Cobalion in that line. The Genies. And the only one that really matters is Landorus, because, you know, Landorus I, by the way. Landorus I. And that's because it doesn't have Prankster. We know Talonflame does. Mine currently has it set. Incineroar does get Taunt. Interesting. Comfey gets it. Oranguru gets it. Rillaboom gets it. Corviknight, who we mentioned before. Both Urshifus get it. Oh, really? How interesting. Mousehold gets it. Ursaluna, both regular and Blood Moon. Sneasler. Enamorus. Armarouge and Ceruledge. Annihilate. King Gambit. Fluttermane also gets it. Iron Bundle, and most of the relic Pokemon, and some of the past and present Pokemon, like Roaring Moon gets it, Fluttermane on it, and Great Tusk. And then Iron Bundle, Iron Jugulus, Iron Thorns, and Iron Valiant. And then you've got Iron Leaves, Okie Dokie, Monkey Dory, which also learns Fake Out, by the way. I thought that was really, really cool. Bezendipity, Ogerpon. Ogerpon learns Taunt? Nuh-uh. Oh, that's dope. Well, it only says Grasp Ogerpon. I don't think that really matters. But Raging Bolt and Iron Boulder get it. And then Infernape gets it by the Move Reminder feature. But like all 4 of the Runic Pokemon get it. A big list of Pokemon also get it. So that's interesting. And some of these are VGC, like Pokemon that we see all the time. So absolutely. Yeah, there's quite a few Pokemon that actually get it. Interesting. Mimikyu gets it. That would be dope. It's also a good Trick Room setter because you have to hit him more than once. So there's that. Let's move on. Okay, we've got Rillaboom, Archaludon, Raging Bolt, Indeedee, Corviknight, and Blaziken. Blaziken's a Pokemon that we do have to worry about a little bit. After every turn, he gets a speed boost. And Indeedee is just going to turn off all priorities. But we do need to see what we can do with this side. Tornadus, and I want to go Fluttermane, but is that going to be enough? Let's go Incineroar, Ogerpon, and let's go Urshifu. Let's bring in those 4. I was really thinking about bringing in like Fluttermane and like Raging Bolt, but I don't think that's going to be like the thing. I think what we have to do is try to battle them this way. Raging Bolt and Blaziken versus Tornadus and Incineroar. Booster Energy activates for the Raging Bolt and special attack was heightened. So what I want to do is go ahead and just activate Bleak Wind Storm, and I'm just going to Fake Out Raging Bolt. Stop him for the turn. Bleak Wind Storm is going to miss someone, but it is going to hit the Blaziken, and that's dope. So just very well activate. Special, oh, it didn't. Use special defenses. Uses Bulk Up. Attack and defense rose, and it's also going to get a speed boost. So it's speed rose 1 stage. We'll go ahead and activate. I kind of want to switch Pokemon now, but I have to Tailwind first. And then I'm going to knock off Flare Blitz. Yeah, we'll just knock off. Never mind, they do detect. So right now, both of those Pokemon have used their items, so knockoff isn't as useful as I would like it to be. But I do outspeed him, and Tornadus could be knocked out here with the Thunderbolt, and yep, I mean, it was boosted. It absolutely was boosted. But now that's a +2 speed boost on Blaziken's side. Bring in Urshifu. Urshifu is going to go ahead and Sucker Punch Blaziken. I'm going to Parting Shot on Raging Bolt. Now you could swap in to bring in Farigiraf because of that, but then you would lose out on something of either Raging Bolt or you would lose out something on Blaziken. Now Blaziken has too many buffs, like the item that raises its special defenses. Oh, Sucker Punch failed, so you're doing Bulk Up. Oh, Will-O-Wisp, okay. That also works. That also works. Parting Shot. Minus the special attack. I'm going to bring out Ogerpon. Thunderbolt to the Urshifu. That's still a lot. Absolutely is a lot. Speed boost again. Let's watch out to Incineroar. And I'm just going to go ahead and I mean, Will-O-Wisp is probably going to hit Ogerpon too. So I'm just going to Spiky Shield instead. Because I don't want to get hit with something that I will regret. Absolutely. Drop the attack on the Blaziken. Spiky Shield, because again, I fear that oh, Baton Pass. Okay. Dope. Who are you bringing out? I can't read that. And it's, oh, Archelodon. Thunderbolt goes over to Incineroar. Okay. So we're going to knock off Archelodon. Oh. You know what? Let's Parting Shot that guy. And I'm going to then... what swap? Urshifu's kind of damaged. He is kind of damaged. Yeah, we'll hit Raging Bolt. I don't want to hit Archie. Archelodon's kind of the one I don't really want to hit. Body Press. Okay. Is my Tailwind still up? I think it's gone. Thunderbolt is going to go right to Ogerpon. Still a lot of damage. Oh, you got the Paralyzed too? That's dope. That's dope. You outsped him? Bro, what? Nuh-uh. You outsped? I was like 160. I think. I'm not sure. You outspeed Urshifu too? Are you scarfed? You kind of have to be, can't, like, right? I mean, this match is over, guys. Like, we've lost, absolutely. But I just want to see this. Chalodon, here we go. So at level 50. Oh, I forgot. Okay, never mind. It's 137 normally. But he has the 2 speed boosts, remember? Because I didn't. He had the +2 from Blaziken. I forgot about that. I was like, wait, how are you outspeeding him? I mean, he hits 132, right? Let's not skip that. He hits 132 without a lot of speed investment, and he's not going to have any. He's going to be fully based and have, you know, the assault vest, so someone else has to build up all of that power for him. So when he swaps in, he's like a powerhouse, like an immediate pressure washing beast. And yeah, so there's one way to play Archelodon or Archelodon, because that was dope. Let's move on. We've got Whimsicott, Sinistcha, Incineroar, Ogerpon, that's water, Fluttermane, and Moltres. And this is Galarian Moltres. Pokemon I've been wanting to use for a while. Probably going to build a team around it because I really want to use it really, really badly. So Whimsicott is going to be very interesting here. I think they're going to open up with either Sinistcha or Whimsicott, and then Ogerpon or Incineroar. In the event that that's the case, I'm going to open up with these two. I'd really like to have the clear amulet on Urshifu, but unless I'm using like the Swords Dance set, I don't really want to use that. Dark types, weak against fighting. So we'll bring that in and I'll subsequent it with Incineroar. In case if I have, well, no, we'll do Flutter Mane. That way I can hit Incineroar, I can hit Sinistcha, I can hit Whimsicott, I can hit their Flutter Mane with all of my stuff, and I can also take down the Galarian Moltres. It's dark flying, so it's going to be definitely weak against Flutter Mane's attacks. Moltres and Whimsicott. So we were right on one, but not the other. Not bad. We're gonna go ahead and get Tailwind started off. Moltres has Air Slash, so I kind of don't really want to be hit by that. I don't really have anyone in the back that's gonna be resistant to it either. You know, I'm just gonna Spiky Shield. I'm gonna tempt fate, see if Whimsicott does taunt. They didn't. They outspeed me. So unless it's not fully invested in speed. Gotcha. Air Slash. I knew that was coming. I'm gonna go ahead and Bleak Wind Storm. I'm gonna Terra. And I'm going to Ivy Cudgel the Moltres. I'm going to get rid of the weakness that I have for Grass. I am going to take away from the Flutter Mane and also Urshifu. And I'm going to just go this way. Raise my special defenses. Encore. Bleak Wind Storm. Someone avoids it. It was the Whimsicott. So Whimsicott's going to have me do Spiky Shield again. That's unfortunate. Air Slash. Not very effective. I'm going to taunt that. That way it doesn't do that again. And I'm going to switch over to Flutter Mane. No, thank you. I think Air Slash is special. It might be. Attack Dex. Flying. Whimsicott leaves. Air Slash is special. Oh, I left, not Whimsicott. I looked over and just saw it gone. They tear the Whimsicott. Make it flying. Yay. Okay. That's cool. Taunt. I say no more encores for you. Cannot taunt. Nasty blocked. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just Bleak Wind Storm, and I could do either one of these. I think I'm just gonna go right for the Moonblast. Because that really, well, Dazzling Gleam. Let's go for the single target. Let's not, I already have a spread move going. Let's go for the single. Withdraws Moltres. Out comes Sinistcha. Bleak Wind Storm. Ooh. Speed drop on the Whimsicott and on the Sinistcha. Sends back Tornadus for the red card. And a random Pokemon comes out, which is going to be my man Urshifu. Moonblast. Right onto that Sinistcha. And it goes down. Oh. And Whimsicott struggles. Oh, how neat. And our Tailwinds go away. Even better. So Whimsicott is struggling right now. It has to literally leave. So it has Encore, Tailwind. I would assume like 2 other moves. Okay, photosynthesis activates. I think special attack. What's going on? I don't know what's happening. Did I lose internet? Wow, the voice cracks right now are terrible. Like that was like a special attack increase, right? Not speed? I don't know. Okay, communication with the other trainer has failed. Did they leave or did I leave? It kind of looks like I left. I don't know. It froze on my screen. No, they left. Did they rage quit or was it just like a random DC? I mean, I don't know. Whimsicott being like completely useless there was interesting. I don't know what Fluttermane had. Booster energy activated and it had something. Were they afraid that I was just going to be able to like sucker punch them to death? I mean, I don't know. Tailwind was gone and I'm locked into Moonblast. So Shadow Ball from their side into my side was definitely going to be doing something. But was I weak enough for me to get knocked out? I don't think so. Oh, that was interesting. Very, very interesting. And Whimsicott only had like maybe 2 more turns to being taunted. So I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, we have Ogerpon, Glamora, Tornadus, Fluttermane, Urshifu, and Hisuian Arcanine. Interesting stuff. I don't know what Urshifu it is. We have Wide Assortment of Pokemon. Fairy Ghost, Fighting X, Rock Fire, Poison Ground, I think, or Glamora, and Water Grass. I think going in with, I mean, Intimidate should come out, or might still come out for Arcanine, but I want to save mine for later. So we'll bring out Ogerpon instead. We'll have Incineroar, and we'll bring out Urshifu. I feel comfortable with having Incineroar because if they open up with Fluttermane, I could swap immediately. If they open up with Arcanine, then I can do quite a bit of damage right off the bat. If they open up Tornadus Glamora, and I have Tornadus and Ogerpon. Now I do have to be careful of Glamora, but I'm going to taunt the Tornadus. And I'm gonna Spiky Shield. Okay, they're gonna Terra. It's a good thing I didn't attack because like I immediately had like a beaning thing to Glamora. They Terra goes to Grass. Okay. Now I know not to attack that slot, at least with Ogerpon that I have right now. Spiky Shield to kind of draw out anything, and they obviously answered. Taunt. Now Tornadus can't do Tailwind if it was going to. It was. Can't anymore. Meteor Beam. That's going to go right into Tornadus, so I'm not going to even get mine off. Unless that went into... Nope. That went... Yeah, Tornadus. +1 special attack before it attacks. Plus... Wow. The crit was just unnecessary. That was just completely unnecessary. Yeah, we're gonna bring out Incineroar. I can't Tailwind, which is unfortunate. I wanted to get the taunt off, and I did. So... let's fake out Glamora, and I'm going to... No. Let's fake out... Let's do that, and I'm going to Terra Ivy Cudgel into Tornadus. I need to make it so that I don't get one shot from Glamora, but I know that I'm going to be spreading poison here. I just need to do something. But Tornadus with Bleak Wind Storm puts Ogerpon in a really bad place. Spiky Shield on the Glamora. Just totally fine. No fake out. Ivy Cudgel goes right to the Tornadus. Bleak Wind Storm. Saw that happening. Flare Blitz goes into the Protect. Spiky Shield, really. Incineroar hurt himself. What an... Parting Shot on the Glamora to get it out of here. And I'm going to hit Tornadus. Oh, well, not anymore. It's going to switch out to someone else. Fluttermane. Ooh. Good call. Shiny. A lot of people rocking the shiny. Ivy Cudgel. Right to that Fluttermane. Does get the one-hit KO. Earth Power. Knocks out the Incineroar. This is not great. Because now we have a non-taunted Tornadus. I'm going to detect Ivy Cudgel, Tornadus. Because Tornadus is going to activate Tailwind. It needs to be able to outspeed, and I'm going to be able to see all four, depending on how this next interaction goes. Detecting so I don't get one shot by the Bleak Wind Storm. There's the Tailwind, which wouldn't help, which wouldn't do anything this turn, but I also stop whatever. Oh, there's a Sludge Bomb. Ivy Cudgel. Goes into Tornadus, so no Bleak Wind Storms. But I now know, well, Glamora's gonna outspeed me anyway. Arcanine. Gotcha. Terminate goes off. Attack the Arcanine. I'm going to Spiky Shield. Glamora's probably going to protect here. I doubt it, but I think so. Let's see. What are you guys going to do? Spiky Shield would be the thing that I would do, but how do I take care of this Glamora? That's my question. Spiky Shield. Glamora, are you also got a Spiky Shield? Nope. Arcanine's going to activate Rock Slide. Hopefully get the flinches in on the Urshifu. Sludge Bomb. Oh, come on. Oh, Hubba. Tailwind. That's why that was able to outspeed. Glamora is slow. Glamora is slow. Slowy, slow. Yeah, we're running. Arcanine's gonna Rock Slide, take us down anyway, or if he doesn't, it's gonna Extreme Speed, and then it opens it up for Glamora. So we're not gonna test it. Like, I can't change fate. Okay, so we got Furgraf, Ogerpon, that's water, Fire, Incineroar, well, duh. Ursaluna, Urshifu, we're not sure which type or which style, and Fluttermane. So we're gonna be pretty much out of options for priority. So instead, what I would like to try to do is maybe come up with some sort of offset that we can use to maybe apply pressure to our team. But because I do see Fargraph out there and I do see Ursaluna, it's going to be a good chance that Trick Room is going to be applied either by the Fargraph or Fluttermane. So I'm not 100% sure which one I should be focusing on. I think we opened up with Urshifu Ogerpon last time. We'll bring an Incineroar after that and Fluttermane. I think that's what I'll do. So the main thought process that I have is that if I somehow get faked out or can't attack with Urshifu to maybe knock out either Fluttermane or Fargraph, I'm going to have to try to swing it some other way to try to make it so that Trick Room doesn't get activated. But we do open up with the Fargraph Incineroar, so we do kind of see the open that I knew was going to happen. Intimidate does go off, which is unfortunate for my physical attackers. Now, Fake Out is going to come over to Ogerpon. It's actually not. It might go for the Incineroar because I can't knock out the Fargraph after that. So I'm going to detect on Urshifu. And we'll Ivy Cudgel into it. So we're going to be expecting the Fake Out to come out from here. And it does into the Protect. I think we're calced the way that we need to be to knock out Fargraph. And obviously that's not going to do it. But Trick Room does activate. I think we went with Urshifu and Fluttermane. Terra Fairied, Moonblast, and just barely didn't knock it out. I think that's what we did. We could swap now. Bring out my Incineroar. But I think I'm okay. Because now I could just do Wicked Blow and Ivy Cudgel. Parting Shot goes on the Urshifu, so he is -2 now, so he needs to be off the field next turn. They're going to bring out Ursaluna. Fluttermane. Okay. Not bad. Gets the booster energy, so it's special attack, not speed. Because you wouldn't want to have speed. Hyper Voice. Not enough. That's quite a bit, but the Throat Spray does activate on the Fargraph. Now, since that has Throat Spray, Ursaluna. Wow, Ursaluna in the back is most likely going to have the Life Orb. Could also have Focus Sash, but that's rare in most cases. Out comes Ursaluna. We do need to remove it, so we're going to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and Spiky Shield so that we get some Intimidate off, but I'm just resetting the debuffs off of Urshifu, as I think he's going to be my physical attacker for now. Because right now, since Trick Room is active, it's not a good idea to have either one of those guys do all the attacking, but until at least Trick Room is off. Now Fluttermane could still do Trick Room after it wears off, so I'm hoping to have some sort of leeway here. Terra Normal on the Ursaluna. Here comes that Hyper Voice. Does nothing on the Ogerpon. Might hit my Incineroar for a bit. Oh, it's not enough. Okay. We've got quite a bit there. Trick Room is only for 2 more turns. I'm going to Fake Out the Ursaluna. And I think I'm just going to Ivy Cudgel. No, we'll Horn Leech into the Flutter Mane. Swap. The Incineroar would have been really, really great, but now Ogerpon is -2, which isn't going to do a whole lot. Oh, their Incineroar is tiny. Lynch could not move. Horn Leech. I'm not going to get very much HP, but that's totally fine. Parting Shot on the Ursaluna. And we're going to go ahead and bring out Flutter Mane. Now Flutter Mane's my fastest attacker on this team. But I am just going to use it for fodder, because Hyper Voice is going to do a lot. Oh, Fake Out goes into the Flutter Mane, so that's cool. We dodged that. Hyper Voice is still going to do a lot. Mind's Eye prevents it from being dodged. Oh, we actually lived that. Oh, neat. I wasn't expecting to live that. But we'll Parting Shot you so that you get the -1 in special attack. And that should be the end of Trick Room. Should being the keyword. Yep. They return back to normal. Close combat. Oh, this is weird. If I don't plan this correctly, one's gonna get dodged and the other one's not gonna receive damage. Let's do it this way. It's a good call. So it's a good thing that we swapped over to Incineroar, because the close combat would have definitely not done anything to the Flutter Mane. But we're gonna force a kind of like a draw here. Right now it's 4v3, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and Moonblast their Flutter Mane, which should knock it out. It goes down. Does not have a special attack boost, none of that. And I am now going to go ahead and close combat the Incineroar, which has not debuffed Urshifu because he swapped out already. So now it's just Ursaluna versus my 4. And no Trick Room. I mean, they do still have Vacuum Wave, but is that enough to knock me out? I don't know. Let's go ahead and do the Sucker Punch, Moonblast in case if it is. Okay, never mind. They canceled the battle. I mean, it's not bad. Like I went 4-1. That's awesome. In that match, obviously I'm 1-0 so far. But one thing I have had on my mind all day. It was a comment that someone named Jay had left on my channel. Let me go ahead and just read that comment real quick. And I don't mean to put you on blast, Jay, but I just I've thought about this all day, and I'm not sure which team that you're mentioning. It says here, disappointed to see you always falling back on the same Pokemon when you lose a few games. Give a team a chance to see if they can, or if you can learn how to pilot them better. And I believe that's my entire point of this series. So I've been reflecting on it, and I'm not sure which team that Jay here is talking about. So Jay, let me go ahead and just reply to you physically. I know I had already replied in a comment. Your comment is fair. Obviously, the statement is very fair. I'm not sure which team that you're talking about though. Because there's two teams that I brought up. Team 3 and Team 2. Team 2 is the team that we're playing with now. Team 3 is the team that I thought of and was just like, oh, I'm going to put this on from pen to paper to realizing it in there. It's not actually supposed to be in the series, but I just threw it in there. So if that's the team that you're talking about, I can create more videos for that team. It's not a big deal. I thought that I just didn't give this team enough showtime or to me for anything, right? And for me specifically, I never really learned how to pilot Urshifu single strike enough. So I thought I would revisit this team and try to make it better. And I seem to have done that, but I get it. Thank you for leaving the comment. And if you don't mind getting back to me so I can show you the team that you do want to see. Because if you want to see Team 3, I'll record it for you. I have no problem doing that. As a matter of fact, Team 3 is probably going to be what I take for the global challenge here next weekend. So be up for, if that's the team you're rooting for, we're going to be testing out for that team really quick. If it's this team, then I hope you enjoyed the show all the same. But it's just been weighing a lot. And I just wanted to say that so that no one feels like they're being ignored. And I don't want people to think that I'm not doing as this channel, or at least this series, is supposed to do. It's supposed to teach me and highlight the teams that I build, regardless if they do good or bad. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so in this lineup, we've got Grimmsnarl, Tatsugiri, Fluttermane, Latios. That's interesting. Urshifu and Dodonzo. So in basic team comps, we have a fake out screen user for Grimmsnarl, possibly, but we have, but we have an overarching sushi combo here. And with my particular team, I really don't have an answer for Dodonzo. I do have Ogerpon now, and I can be able to use like his move sets of like Horn Leech to maybe bring it down. But after the +2, I'm not really going to be doing a whole lot of damage. So the only thing I can possibly do is maybe use Fluttermane to bring it down even further. But I don't know how that's going to work. We'll open up with Tornadus and Fluttermane just to kind of get the goal rolling. Raging Bolt, and we'll bring in Ogerpon. We're not going to bring in Urshifu or Incineroar because they don't really have a lot of Pokemon that I would deem dangerous. But we're going to open up with our fastest Prankster, and it's not going to be able to do anything to Grimmsnarl, but it can put a lot of pressure on their team. So they opened up with Latios and Grimmsnarl, and I opened up with Fluttermane and Tornadus. Now, Fake Out could go into Tornadus, but it's not going to do anything. We'll do Tailwind so that we outspeed, and then we've got a couple of options here. Shadow Ball for Latios doesn't do anything to Grimmsnarl. We can solo both of these, and I think that's what I want to try to do. I'm going to leave the Terra off, and I'm going to go straight into Latios. I think that's going to be the best option that I have. Fake Out, as we predicted, it's going to go into the Tornadus. Won't matter because we're going to get the Tailwind off, revealing that we have the Covert Cloak. Moonblast goes right into Latios. Survives due to the Focus Sash. Draco Meteor, it's going to go right into Tornadus, which is going to knock him out. Drops his special attack harshly. So now we're going to open up with Ogerpon. That way we can kind of get our stuff set up in case if it is Tatsugiri and Dodonzo. But I think we're going to be safe with what we're doing now. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the Moonblast. Terra Fairy with the Specs. And with Tailwind up, I should be faster than Latios. And we could be seeing like a double switch here, or maybe a Protect on one of the Pokemon. If it is a Protect on either one will survive or both will survive. Or if it's a switch, I'm hoping that we get someone. So there's a switch to Dodonzo. Nope, Tatsugiri. That means Dodonzo's coming out soon. Now Raging Bolt is also going to put a lot of pressure onto Donzo himself as well. So we do need to keep that in mind, but Raging Bolt's probably going to be the last person I want to bring out because of the fact that if we somehow mess up, we're not going to have a good time. And here it comes. Parting Shot makes him go back. Here comes the Donzo. Tatsugiri's going to go into his mouth. Commander's going to get activated. Shiny. I wonder if this is a shiny team. There's a +2 to all those stats. I kind of wish that the chat would just like show all of them in unison. That was one of the things I wanted to bring up as an asset creation, and it didn't work too well. It took up a ton of space on the screen. Like, you guys don't know. It took up a lot. We're gonna Horn Leech, and I mean, Protect's probably gonna happen here, and we'll swap to Raging Bolt now because the Protect is gonna come out. I believe that is a Life Orbs, not Life Orb, but Leftover set. A lot of people build him that way. Now it could be different, but I believe a Protect's coming out here. Here is the Terra on the Donzo. So now it's 2-on-1. And Steel is the Terra type, which is going to make water attacks minuscule. It's also going to ignore fairies. No Protect. So this is Earthquake or Water Up. Okay. And you get a speed boost or attack boost? You get the attack boost. Gotcha. Okay. You're probably going to Protect, but in the event that you don't, I'm going to Thunderclap you. You don't, so you get the Thunderclap. Here comes the Ivy Cudgel. No crit. Now comes the Odor Up. It is super effective against Raging Bolts. Then you get the attack boost. 10-1's gone. But I'm also not seeing leftovers. So that's interesting. I'll go ahead with the Dazzling Gleam. We're just going to miss Tatsugiri because he's not on the field. But this should get close. Here comes the Ivy Cudgel. Take it down to Donzo. Now, if that was a Leftovers Protect, I could see this going two different ways, but they've already invested so much. So now I think I'm kind of in the clear here. I'm the fastest Pokemon on the field currently. Out comes Grimmsnarl. Okay, so the Fake Out's going to go to Fluttermane's position. But I'm going to Protect, and I'm just going to Dazzle Gleam because they can't... The Fake Out can go into Ogerpon. It can also go into Fluttermane, but nothing... So we predicted that, but Tatsugiri can't attack that Pokemon. Icy Wind. It's not going to lower down anyone's speed. Well, it is Fluttermane's, and it's going to make it so that he gets outsped. By, I don't think everybody. I think just Tatsugiri, if anything. But I'm going to go and Dazzle Gleam it up. But the Parting Shot is probably going to go into Ogerpon. And he's going to swap out to Latias, or he could just go somewhere else. Light Screen. So he does have a screen. So we know Parting Shot. Oh, it outspeeds both. I mean, that's okay. He's probably scarfed, but I'm going to take up the majority of his HP so that I heal. And then here comes Dazzling Gleam, Terra Fairy, of course, and does not get to KO on the Grimmsnarl, but it will knock out this Tatsugiri. And that leaves us with Latios, and Grimmsnarl. Now, I'm gonna hit Latios and then Dazzling Gleam. So I don't think he has anything to really knock me out. Reflect goes up, so it's gonna lower down the damage of physical type moves. Luster Plunge. That's interesting. Fluttermane stands tall. I wonder what type of move that is. It's probably Psychic, because if it was Dragon, wouldn't hurt Fluttermane at all. Unless it just ignores typing. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Luster Plunge. But it looks like we took a dub in this one. It makes me feel extremely guilty because it's like this team, before I added Fluttermane, didn't do too well. But now that Fluttermane's on it, we have a higher chance of actually succeeding. And it's not because of the fact that Sylveon sucks. Sylveon was built to be more bulky and survive and use Yawn and be able to outlast several games. And I swapped it to answer the question of I want a screener because I think that's what's going to allow my team to survive. And because we made a couple of more adjustments, we've been able to actually come out on top quite a bit more. So, and it makes me look really, really guilty, but it was the truth. You can look like 2 or 3 videos back. Luster Plunge. User lets loose a damaging burst of light. This may also lower the target's special defense stat. And it's 95 base power with 100 accuracy. It is a psychic move and it's a special attack. So that's dope. Latios has a 130 base special attack, 110 special defense, and 110 speed. And its counterpart, Latias, has 110 special attack, 110 speed, but 130 special defense. So it's kind of dope. And I do have a team in mind for this, and I'm going to be specifically using Reflect type. I want to see how that goes underneath the ladder, just because I think it would be interesting just to be able to switch my type whenever I want to. Plus, it's another Tailwind user that knows Helping Hand, so it's pretty cool for me, if you ask me. So, yeah. But anyway, let's get to our next match. Okay, so in this particular team, we've got Tornadus, Fluttermane, Kingambit, Incineroar, Raging Bolt, and Water Ogerpon. So we can't have Incineroar come with us because we're going to be triggering Defiant off Kingambit. Now it could have like Supreme Commander, but I highly doubt it. Not anyone's going to be using that. I thought about it. It's like, no, you don't. There's a reason why you don't. So in this specific instance, I think Tornadus and Raging Bolt coming in first with a Fluttermane, and we'll end it with Ogerpon. That way we don't have to worry about triggering Kingambit at all. And because the majority of actually I think our team is pretty similar, so it's like a mirror team outside of one Pokemon. I use Urshifu and use Kingambit. Now that I think about it, I think that's what we have. It's like almost a mirror match. Now I still don't have anyone to counter was it? I don't have anyone to counter Raging Bolt on anyone else's side, so it's going to be very, very interesting. But I'm going to go ahead and Tailwind and probably Protect. I mean, I could switch, but I don't think that's going to be the option here. You know what? Let's go fully on the offense, right? Let's see if we can do this. They're gonna Terra. It's to Fluttermane. And you are Terra Fairy. Okay. I'm also gonna Terra. I'm gonna change Raging Bolt to Electric. So he gets a boost in his Thunderclap Thunderbolt combo. Thunderclap hits. Does not take down Fluttermane, but gets really close. Dazzling Gleam comes out of the Fluttermane. Now, Tornadus, oh, never mind. I was gonna say Tornadus usually lives that, but doesn't this time. Here up comes the Katal Cleave, which goes right into Raging Bolt. So right off the bat, we are down 2 Pokemon after turn 1. That's insane. And I didn't use Tailwind, which means they get to attack first if that's what they have. So that's dope. Da 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 da. Yay me. So King Gambit could get hurt quite a bit with almost all my moves, but I'm going to go ahead and go that, and I'm going to follow me on the Ogerpon. So that King Gambit, if it was going to do Sucker Punch, is going to fail now. And he was, and it fails. Fluttermane attacks, so it's higher than 170, most likely capped at 205. That's a crit. That's insane. That Fluttermane goes down now. Thing is that they completely outplayed me. There's little to no way that I can get on top of this because I didn't use Tailwind up front. Incineroar comes out next, which is going to ignore Fluttermane as its special attack, but it is going to hurt the Ogerpon quite a bit. Now, unfortunately, Sucker Punch is going to hurt again, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. Fake Out goes into the Ogerpon, so no follow me. Sucker Punch is going to take down... Oh, it doesn't. Okay. I thought they would Sucker Punch into the Fluttermane, but guess not. I'll take that. Absolutely. Out comes the Ogerpon. We'll just go ahead and Dazzling Gleam, and I'm going to Ivy Cudgel the Incineroar. Because I outspeed the Incineroar for sure. The Ogerpon, I'm not so sure. A lot of people like to build them bulky. I know mine's kind of like that, but I did mine for fire and not water. And I'm also not using my Terra type on Ogerpon unless I need to ignore the grass typing, which is unusual for me. They are faster. Okay. They are faster than my Fluttermane, so they got to be at least 179. Dazzling Gleam comes out, hits the Incineroar, almost knocks it out, but the Sister Berry is going to bring it back up to half, and this is going to be the game. Still, if I had just a little bit. What killed me there, obviously, was losing Tornadus in turn 1 and not using Tailwind. That was more than enough time in turns for Tailwind to go off. So that, if I would have lived, that would have been the turn for Tailwind to end. Yeah, let's see where Ogerpon ends on speed tier, just for my personal knowledge. So we'll get Ogerpon, Wellspring, about 50. Now base with 31 IVs, obviously I like having my guys hyper trained. It stops at 120. With the Jolly Nature, it brings that 143, and full speed investment is 178. To outspeed Ogerpon, I would need to hit 179. And I'm only saying that because my Fluttermane sits at 170. And that's with no speed investment. If you give Fluttermane, because it starts at like 135, if you don't put any points into Fluttermane whatsoever, it stops with Timid at 170. To beat that, I would need to give it 68 speed to become 180, which then outspeeds a lot of Pokemon. The only Pokemon that doesn't outspeed at that point is the Pokemon that are like top tier. So to put into perspective, and what I mean by top tier, it just means the people that have more than 135 speed. So Regieleki will still outspeed it regardless because it starts at 200 and with no investment at all sits at 220. You have Voltorb, which is 150, Dragapult, which stops at 142, and these are bases, by the way. And obviously you have Iron Bundle, which is 136 instead of 135. Chien-Pao is 135, so on and so forth. You can't get higher than Regieleki, that's not a legendary. But even then, the legendary that catches up is Deoxys, and then you have multiple forms of Deoxys. One Deoxys form is 180, the rest are 150. Electrode is 150 base, and is not as strong as Regieleki, but can do the job really, really well. Calyrex is 150, and this is the Shadow Rider. Zacian is 148, which is 6 points above Dragapult. So just for comparison's sake, that's what a lot of people are looking at. So Fluttermane sits at 170, is not a bad metric at all. Let's go over to our next match. So in this matchup, we've got Landorus Eye, Water Ogerpon, Fluttermane, Rillaboom, Gouging Fire, and King Gambit. Again, we may not be able to use Incineroar because we will have to deal with King Gambit and its defiant nature. However, my biggest obstacle that I have currently is going to be that Landorus Eye. Landorus Incarnate is a special attacker that uses ground type moves, but he also uses poison type moves. So ground, Raging Bolt is weak too. Poison, which is Ogerpon's weakness too. And the two Pokemon that can possibly knock him out is exactly Urshifu and Ogerpon. So I'm kind of stuck in this little thing here. Now, Fluttermane is also in that spectrum, but I'm hoping to get a little bit more bang for my buck here. We'll bring in Tornadus, Fluttermane, Urshifu, and Ogerpon. The Pokemon that I just said that would be like the worst to bring up from Landorus Eye, but I'm going to do my best to maneuver through it, since I don't really have anyone that's going to be a direct counter to it, especially if they use their Terra for poison. I don't really have anyone that's going to be able to take care of it. So they start off with King Gambit, Gouging Fire, and I start with Tornadus and Fluttermane. Photosynthesis activates for Gouging Fire, and speed was heightened. So we'll take advantage of that and just go Terra, but I'm going to switch over to Ogerpon. No, we'll switch over to Urshifu. We're going to probably see a Breaking Swipe out of Gouging Fire, but I know with King Gambit sitting there, I'm not necessarily afraid of the Sucker Punch. What I am afraid of is the Iron Head. And because my Fluttermane is spec'd, I'm going to have a harder time taking it out, so we'll see what happens. As soon as they lock in their moves. Now, Breaking Swipe wouldn't have done anything to Fluttermane, so I don't think it would have been that, but Heat Crash could also come out of that slot. Here's the Terra, so Landorus I will not have a Terra or poison. It goes straight for the Gouging Fire, who becomes Fairy. I don't have a poison type, nor do I have a steel type move to use against it, so I'm kind of boned in that aspect as well. So I'm going to use Tailwind, Heat Crash, which is going to go right into Tornadus. Does not get the KO because it's based on weight, and then the Katal Cleave is going to knock down Tornadus. But the last mistake that I did was not doing this, and I did it this time. So I don't have to worry about that now. We'll go ahead and bring out Ogerpon. So he's seen 3 of... Well, no, actually he's seen all 4 of my Pokemon now. Because he knows what's in the back. I'm going to hit the King Gambit. You know what? Follow me. And I'm going to close combat the King Gambit. He's probably going to swap. It would make the most sense, since I did show that I have single strike Urshifu and not a rapid strike. It's a good call. Here comes Fluttermane. Or is it someone else? Ogerpon. That's still dangerous. Follow me. We'll pull the attention off of Gouging Fire, but not until I do close combat on the Ogerpon. So we're going to lower down my defenses with the stage. Breaking Swipe does come out. Those crits. They are insane today. These crits, man. These absolute monsters. I'm going to go ahead and... yeah, you know what? We're going to Spiky Shield because I feel that Hornleech is going to go over there. Gouging Fire switches. Out comes King Gambit. I mean, good call, but I am definitely going to go full Terra Dark on my Urshifu, and I'm going to just Sucker Punch the Ogerpon because I believe they're going to make a move too. I mean, they could Spiky Shield, but it would make sense if they made a move. They followed me instead, so I do fail. So they were hoping for like maybe something else to come out. I'm gonna follow me. And I'm gonna go... I'm gonna attack Ogerpon still. We could go for... See, King Gambit switches out again. Out comes Gouging Fire. It's trying to bait me to go into that attack. There's this. Sucker Punch is gonna land. And it does not knock out the Ogerpon, but Hornleech does go into the Ogerpon slot. And my Tailwind's now gone. Swap to Fluttermane. And I'm going to Sucker... No. Let's just Wicked Blow into that slot. Instead of Sucker Punch, we'll just Wicked Blow. It's the same thing, instead of it being like a thing, though. But I think that they're going to break and swipe with Gouging Fire. Follow me on the Ogerpon, so they weren't going to attack. Out comes Wicked Blow, so I do outspeed Gouging Fire. Ogerpon goes down. Break and Swipe does not hurt the Fluttermane. And will do decent damage on the Urshifu. But now I need to switch him out. He's done his job. He needs to go. Out comes King Gambit. How many do they have? They have 3. Who was their... I haven't seen their 4th. What it's attacked. Attacked on Urshifu, so the Heat Crash is going to go down on Fluttermane, but it's going to get my attacks off first. Sucker Punch was led over for the Urshifu. It's a good thing I detected instead. Takes him down to half. Heat Crash does hit the Fluttermane, does not get the KO. Okay. Sucker Punch. Uncatching Fire. Oh, that did hardly anything. Sucker Punch on the Fluttermane does take it out. There's no way that I can save that. I should have swapped, honestly. Heat Crash is going to go right into the Urshifu now. But I couldn't save the Fluttermane, like at all. So in this instance, it didn't matter what I did, unless I got rid of specs. Oh, I don't know who their 4th was, but having no way to swap out, like not having U-turn, it's been very detrimental. It's Horn Leech to Gouging Fire, so I get a little bit of that HP back. We're gonna Heat Crash first. It is gonna KO. I don't think Ogerpon weighs a ton. I know Gouging Fire weighs 100 or 1,300 pounds. Let's look at Ogerpon. Now I know that we should never ask a woman what her weight is, but it's kind of necessary. She weighs 87.7 pounds. Yeah, good luck. Heat Crash will definitely knock her out, regardless of typing. Even with the Wellspring Mask, that's not... Nope. Nope. Just to make sure, yep, it is the same all the way across. 87.7, 87, yeah. Nope. That's not... Nope. That's not happening anytime soon. Let's go to the next match. Okay. So in this match, we've got Incineroar, Ogerpon, Golden Go, Raging Bolt, Tornadus, and Urshifu. Let's see what we can do here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Seems like we got wide variety of teams that are mixed attackers, so be anybody. Incineroar putting in most of the work to make sure that the rest of the team is successful, though. And I think that's a grand idea. You know what? Let's open up with Incineroar, Tornadus, Urshifu, and Fluttermane. We'll leave Ogerpon and Raging Bolt in the back. Probably like the worst decision, but at the same time, it's the best decision that I have. Because, like, my mindset goes, if they bring out like Raging Bolt, like I do have weaknesses, right? I don't have a way to get rid of some Pokemon. So it kind of like this is here. We've got Incineroar and Tornadus versus Golden Go and Tornadus. Now, I did lower down Golden Go's attack with Intimidate, which is dope. But I'm going to go ahead and just do... I'm going to do the Fake Out on the Tornadus, thinking that it's not going to have what I think it's going to have. They're going to activate the Terra, go straight to Golden Go. Terra Fairy, so it's going to ignore the Dark and Fire weakness that it has. Make it a little bit more neutral. Fake it out. That Tornadus, which gets hit by the Rocky Helmet, so now I know that it doesn't have Taunt or a Mental Herb. I can just go with no problem. Nasty Plot. Now I can't do anything status-wise. Like I can't taunt Golden Go. I have to get rid of his ability first, and even Skill Drain I don't think will work. So what I have to do first, I'm going to taunt the Tornadus, And then I'm gonna go ahead and just knock off Golden Gull's item, because I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna make sure that this Tornadus doesn't do anything hardly. I can't parting shot the Golden Gull, which is dumb. I'm only saying that it's dumb because of the fact it's like, it's technically not a thing. Metal Coat. Okay, so we took off its attacking item. I believe it raises attack, like steel moves by like 50%, or not 50. Wow, if it was 50, Jesus. 20%, I think. I mean, I don't really want to switch yet. I can't parting shot. Let's knock off Tornadus' item. Withdrew Tornadus, so that items that's coming in is going to get knocked off. It's the Ogerpon. I can't knock off that item. Nope. Can't do that. Bleak Windstorm does miss the Ogerpon. It does hit the Golden Go. So that's unfortunate. Make it rain after a +4. Does not knock out the Incineroar, but it will take down the Tornadus. For sure. I was hoping to be able to knock down the Ogerpon, or at least not have it swapped into something. But that's okay, because now we can open up our Fluttermane, which is obviously faster than Golden Go. And we could go ahead and just go with the Dazzling Gleam to do the spread. And I can then knock off the Ogerpon as I outspeed. They don't have Tailwind, I do. At least I should. Obviously I already locked in my attack, so I can't really check right now, but we're going to check after this. After this sequence of turns. But I believe I still have it open. Spiky Shield. Good call. But I believe I am going to knock out this Golden Go. I think that's 100% happening. Does go down. So now their Terra's used up. I still have Tailwind, I think. Knockoff goes into the Spiky Shield, which isn't going to do anything. But I am going to receive a little bit of damage. I did have Tailwind, so now it's gone. So now if Tornadus comes out, which he does, he's going to have access to Tailwind, which then is going to mean that Ogerpon's going to outspeed. So in this instance, I don't really want to bring in Urshifu, because if he does attack, so we did see Rain Dance. We know that was a move. You know what? We'll Parting Shot off the Ogerpon. There's the Tailwind, so we were expecting that to not work. Ivy Cudgel into the Fluttermane. Mine's full health. Crit! It's a crit! Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's hard hitting. I think I do live if it wasn't crit. I'll have to look. And I have to base it off mine, right? But I do believe I lived that. I doubt it, but I think I do. So now we're bringing in Incineroar again. And let's go ahead and fake out Ogerpon, and I'll Sucker Punch the Tornadus. I think this is a terrible decision, but it's the best one that I've got. Sucker Punch right into that Tornadus. Does not get the KO, but here comes the Bleak Windstorm. Ogerpon flinched. Or are you doing Rain Dance? Nope, Bleak Windstorm. That is going to knock out Urshifu. He does not live. Absolutely, like non-crit. There's no way he lives that. I looked. There's no way to live that. Like the only way that he lives against Tornadus's Bleakwind Storm is to have the Assault Vest and Terra Flying, or just anything that resists flying. But yeah, we're done. I'm not gonna. Nope. It's 3-on-1. Yeah. Okay, we've got what's his name? Politoed. Wow. Politoed, Kingdra, Scizor, Rillaboom, Incineroar, and Raging Bolt. It's like almost every single one of these Pokemon have a priority move, so it's really, really interesting. Politoed especially is going to be kind of hard to deal with. But I think we'll walk in with our Tornadus. I kind of want to walk in with Ogerpon too. You know, we'll walk in with Urshifu first. Bring in Incineroar so we can deal with not only Rillaboom, but Scizor. Wow, not Scizor. Scizor. And we can also maybe deal with Kingdra. I think he's special though. A lot of teams kind of go with the special physical match and have it 3 for 3. So... and then we'll do Ogerpon so that we can rescue ourselves from muddy water. I think that's what Kingdra's going to do. I'm not 100% sure on this, but we'll do our best with what we've got. Kingdra, the last time I saw that Pokemon was when the 1000 was just released, like in the earlier Regulation F. So it's been a really interesting journey. Kingdra and Incineroar versus Tornadus and Urshifu. Attack drops on Urshifu doesn't really matter on Tornadus. Let's go ahead and do the Tailwind, and we're gonna... I kind of want to swap. Yeah, you know what? We will swap because the Fake Out's probably gonna go over to Urshifu, because you're probably thinking like, oh man, the Rocky Helm's probably gonna be on Tornadus, so I don't really want to hit it, or maybe it isn't carrying Rocky Helmet. But I'm swapping to Ogerpon so that if Kingdra is using anything else, then we could take out some of that frustration. Yep, the Fake Out goes to Ogerpon, so we saw that. Called it. Tailwind goes up. Kingdra, what do you do? Muddy Water. Guess what? Water Absorb. There we go. Tornadus just avoids it. Let's go. Let's go ahead and go with the Bleakwind Storm. And I will... I mean, Kingdra is a water dragon. It doesn't affect him. But let's go ahead and hit Incineroar, which is probably going to swap out, honestly. Gonna bring their own Ogerpon? I can't read that, so I don't know. Nope, Rillaboom instead. Grassy Search activates. Bleakwind Storm hits both. Doesn't take down the Rillaboom, but it does a lot of damage. Out comes the Ivy Cudgel, which does not. I was really hoping. Hurricane activates, Ogerpon avoids it, but it still heals up a little bit due to the Grassy Surge. Let's do Bleakwind Storm again, and I'm going to go ahead and Spiky Shield, so I avoid whatever Kingdra's going to do, as well as Grassy Glide and Fake Out from the Rillaboom. Now, if it doesn't swap out here, we could see a critical hit in their team. It's not going to be like a critical hit knocking down, but it's going to put them at like a steep hill to climb. So I'm hoping that's what happens. Now, Grassy Glide could still go for like Tornadus, but it's not gonna hurt as much. It's not going to do as much damage as they would like. Okay, withdrew. Okay, probably going to bring out Incineroar again. I can't read that. Probably. Yep, there he is. Timidate goes off. It's not going to really do anything to Tornadus. It does hurt the Ogerpon though. Spiky Shield comes up. So I ignore that. Bleakwind Storm is going to miss someone. Probably Incineroar. Does, but it does hit the Kingdra. Hurricane Goes off to protect. Oh, Tornadus dodges it. Interesting. Okay, so we'll do Bleak Wind Storm. Hurricane and Muddy Water, those are both special attacks. I do not want... What's going to be the call here? Horn Leech on the... Okay, never mind. I'm not sure why they quit. That was interesting. So here's the part I was struggling with, right? I didn't know what Ogerpon was going to do. Fake Out would have obviously done something else, but Kingdra was going to go down there after that exchange. So I wasn't totally fearing what would happen, but I wanted to, in the event that something were to happen, like it went to Tornadus instead, if he somehow lost his covert cloak and got, you know, flinched or whatever, I wanted to make sure that I still had an out. But I guess Rillaboom being really, really weak and then Kingdra being really, really weak, I guess they didn't want to put a lot of pressure in with Politoed, because Bleak Wind Storm would hit both regardless with 100% rain. So that was insane, I gotta say. Still, next match. So we got Incineroar, Tinglu, Porygon 2, Amoonguss, Urshifu, and Fluttermane. Interesting. I think coming with Tornadus Fluttermane first, so that we may end up with their Fluttermane or maybe Urshifu coming up first. Then we bring in our Urshifu and then Ogerpon, just so that we can kind of remove the weakness that we would have for Amoonguss and maybe do a little bit more damage to Incineroar. And if we need to swap out to like maybe a single strike or a rapid strike Urshifu, then we can go, oh yeah, we'll just, here you go. You now have to go through a water absorb instead. Now I did some calcs with Ogerpon. I found out that I cannot one-shot rapid strike Urshifus, but I do get a lot of HP back. So that's something to look forward to. They open up with Porygon 2 and Incineroar, and that Porygon 2 is shiny. So let's go. Download attack throws. So that's telling them that my weakness is attacking Pokemon. So I'm gonna go ahead and taunt the Porygon 2, and I think about just going ahead and go straight into Incineroar. So taunt goes off. It's got Pixelate, I think. Yep. So whatever shenanigans that Pokemon was going to do is no longer going to do it. Moonblast goes right into Incineroar, procs its Citrus Berry. That was a ton of damage. Knockoff goes right into the Fluttermane. Does get the crit. Oh boy. And Specs is gone. Ice Beam goes right into Tornadus, which should not get the kill, and it does not. Okay, let's go ahead and bring out Ogerpon. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and protect, and then I'm going to Ivy Cudgel the Porygon, because I think Incineroar is going to switch here or use Parting Shot and go away. Porygon's a good choice here, but now since it's taunted, it has to switch. So hopefully it switches out to maybe something else. But I definitely don't know what the Incineroar did switch, so we called that successfully. Absolutely did. Moonguss comes out. They're going to Terra, and it's going to go straight to the Porygon 2. Okay, and poison is it. Okay. Wah. Protect on the Tornadus. Ivy Cudgel on the Porygon 2. Ooh, a third? Okay. All right. Let's activate Tailwind and follow me. Okay. Mungus protects. It's a good call. I'm going to follow me so the Ice Beam goes that way. I'm going to activate Tailwind just so that I get the benefit of that. Here goes the Ice Beam. Ogerpon is frozen? Are you kidding me? Protect. And I'm gonna Ivy Cudgel. Withdrew Amoonguss. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The freeze chance? That's insane. Protect on the Tornadus. Ogerpon is frozen solid. Ice Beam goes into Tornadus. Let's see if I get Tornadus out. Switch over to Urshifu. Let's see if I attack into Incineroar. Maybe attacking into it will thaw me. Yeah, let me just attack into a fire type. Hey, I did. Thawed out. Ivy Cudgel. It's -1, but it does get the KO. Terra Blast. Goes right into the Ogerpon. Does barely survive with 1 HP. No poison. None of that. Out comes Amoonguss. You know what? Let's go ahead and... do I have... Oops. It's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I don't know what their fourth is. You know what? Let's do this. Spiky Shield to last one more turn. Rage Powder. So Wicked Blow goes right over to Amoonguss. Does get the crit, obviously. And Amoonguss has Rocky Helmet. And Porygon 2 uses Recover. It's interesting. Wicked Blow. I have to let Porygon go. Wicked Blow there. Ivy Cudgel there. And hope for the best. Oh, I'm so glad I did it. The twofer into that slot might be it. Wicked Blow. Nope. Even with a crit. That's a lot. Ivy Cudgel. Oh, even with a double crit. You gotta be kidding me. Activates the Trick Room. So now the slowest Pokemon go first. But you know what? I'm okay with that because now Sucker Punch can go... Well... Porygon's gonna recover. I know that. So I'm gonna go into the Amoonguss because I know it's going to recover. And Amoonguss could probably go with like Rage Powder. Does the Spore instead. Maybe Follow Me should have been better. I'm not 100%. Yeah, that would have been 100% the play. Because then I could have redirected and I could have knocked out the Amoonguss. Afterward, protect. And I'm going to swap to Tornadus. Urshifu is asleep, so detect would fail. Pollen Puff. It's not very effective on Tornadus. Terra Blast. Right over to Urshifu. Yep. Not very effective. Let's do Sucker Punch and Bleak Windstorm. Urshifu woke up. Sucker Punch. Not enough to get the KO. Spore. Puts Tornadus to sleep. Which is unfortunate, but I can't do anything about it. Terra Blast. Goes into the Tornadus. Nope, Urshifu again. Does not get the KO. Gets really, really close, though. And there's Tornadus's turn 1 of sleep. And let's go ahead and protect, so maybe he'll wake up. He does. Let's go. Double protect. Spore fails. Porygon recovers. Dimensions return to normal. Wicked Blow, and we'll do Bleak Wind. It's a good thing I went over to Porygon. Bleak Wind Storm does nothing to Amoonguss. But I will hit the Porygon 2 for a decent amount of damage. Wicked Blow. Hits it 2. Does not get the KO, but gets really, really close. But Ice Beam goes in and takes down the Tornadus. Ooh. Sucker Punch to Horn Leech. Let's go. Recover is going to happen on the Porygon 2. And I think Amoonguss is going to like take all the pressure with Rage Powder. Yep, there it is. Sucker Punch is going to fail. But here comes the Horn Leech. Does not KO the... Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, are you kidding me? I thought that would do it. Like, oh, come on. I still haven't seen their fourth. Absolutely haven't seen their fourth. Still. Wicked Blow. And I'm gonna Horn Leech. No. I'm gonna Ivy Cudgel. Porygon 2. There's the Rage Powder. Wicked Blow. Does knock down the Amoonguss, but unfortunately Urshifu goes down to the Rocky Helmet. Ivy Cudgel. There's the recover again. Oh, Fluttermane, are you kidding me? Fluttermane, really? All right. Spike and shield. Moon Blast. You can activate Trick Room. Terra Blast. Nope. But unfortunately, we're done. There's no way. But we'll do this. Let's see if this works. I doubt it, but let's see if it works. Ah, Terra Poison. Man. Especially if I don't have any ground coverage, I can't do anything to Porygon 2. I mean, I could beat it up. I almost knocked it out like 3 times. If I didn't do Horn Leech and went with the Ivy Cudgel, I probably would have been able to do it. Yep, nope, okay. It was a nice try. Absolutely nice try. But it is what it is. It's what happens sometimes. Let's get over to our next match. Okay, so with this particular team, we've got Lucario, Milotic, Garchomp, Iron Bundle, Whimsicott, and Braviary. Okay, so a lot of good assortment Pokemon here. So I don't know what Braviary is going to be set for. Obviously, I'm going to kind of be mindful of Whimsicott. I'm going to try to shut them down as much as possible, but I also have to be able to outspeed Iron Bundle as well. So I think I'm going to bring in Tornadus. I kind of want to bring in Urshifu, but probably not be the best. At least not right now. We'll bring in the Fluttermane, a Raging Bolt, and Ogerpon. That way we can kind of get behind, or at least checkmate Milotic if it comes in. Water attacks goes into a water Pokemon with Water Absorb. Can't do anything. I just don't want to bring in Incineroar because it does have competitive, and I don't want to bring in moves that's going to lower down Milotic's stats, because then competitive procs again, and I don't really want that. Yeah, I know. I'm okay. I'm absolutely okay. So in this particular matchup, let's see what we have. I can't read those, but it is Whimsicott, Braviary. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do the Bleakwind Storm and Thunderbolt on the Braviary, because like Whimsicott could do Tailwind, but I want to put pressure on it as much as possible. And in the event that it does Taunt, I don't want to get stuck in doing Tailwind, because it is 1 point faster than Tornadus, like 1 to 2, and I want to get stuck in that spot. Taunt, figured. It's a good thing I went for that instead. They didn't get Tailwind off, which is totally fine. Brave Bird? Ain't no way you're faster than Fluttermane. What? My Fluttermane's 170. There's no way. Damaged by recoil? Braviary gets hit. I gotta see this Pokemon first. Just give me a second. Bring in Raging Bolt. There's no way Braviary is faster than Fluttermane at 170. He's not. He's not. So is it Scarfed? We're gonna Terra. Braviary gets swapped out, which is totally fine. Someone I can't read the great. Ooh, Ooh, Garchomp, let's go. Shiny. I think this person just wants to like brag that they have all these shiny Pokemon. Yeah, it's regular Braviary. Base speed is 80, stops at 145, so it has to be Scarfed. Tailwind goes off. Okay. Bleak Wind Storm. I'm faster than their Garchomp still? That's dope. Hung on by the Focus Sash, but I did drop the speed in Whimsicott. And Thunderbolt hits the Whimsicott. It's going to knock it out. Get out of here. Not very effective, but that's totally fine. Garchomp puts immediate pressure on Raging Bolt, though, so he needs to leave the field immediately. Yeah, I think, oh, Milotic. Let's go. Okay, so we called it. We absolutely called it. We're gonna... I can't protect, can't I? I can't. He's taunted one more turn. Okay. We'll swap to Ogerpon, and we'll protect on the Raging Bolt. So right now, Ogerpon is in grave danger with the Garchomp, but I'm also going to be ignoring anything that can come out from the Milotic now. Milotic does get the Terra, turns it to grass, totally... Ow, actually, that's bad. That's actually kind of bad, because Bleak Wind Storm's going to come out, and it's going to wreck her team. Protect on the Raging Bolt. Garchomp didn't get to attack, so Stomping Tantrum misses. And remember, if it goes into a Protect, it will fail. Or it doesn't get the boost. Just keep that in mind. I'm going to Ivy Cudgel. Like Garchomp. And I'm going to swap to Tornadus, because I feel that Garchomp's going to try to do a Stomping Tantrum again. Bring out Tornadus. Breaking Swipe. Does do damage to the Ogerpon. And it drops the attack. Ice Beam goes into Tornadus. Does knock it out, which is unfortunate. So he called the switch. Or the possible, like, just trying to knock down Raging Bolt. Ivy Cudgel goes into the Garchomp. Does get the KO from the crit. Let's go. Let's bring out Braviary. It was Scarfed. Spiky Shield and Thunderclap. So regardless of speed, I will be taking out this Braviary, which then will mean it will be Milotic versus Ogerpon and Raging Bolts, because I don't think Milotic can take down both, but I could be wrong. Thunderclap. Braviary goes down. Ice Beam goes into the Raging Bolt. Does nothing. Absolutely does nothing. And their Tailwind's gone. All right. Ivy Cudgel. And let's hit it with Dragon Pulse. Bop. Not very effective, but that's okay. Dragon Pulse, though. It's a little bit more. Not as much. Mirror Coat. It's a lot of damage to Raging Bolt. I've Cudgel, and I'm going to Protect. So now if Mirror Coat comes back, I think it only hits the Ogerpon. I'm not sure. I don't really know how that works. Ice Beam. Brings Ogre Pound down to red. Let's do that. And this. I mean, it's not super effective, but it's the only thing I got. I think Recover is going to come out soon. Nope. She attacks instead. Thunderclap. Not enough. Horn Leech. Still not enough, but it did bring it down. Lowering Voice. I think that stopped me from healing. No. It didn't. Okay. Okay, battle's canceled. Not bad. Not bad at all. I was trying to figure out how I can come up with a win condition, because usually my Milotics come with Recover, and usually it recovers like a crap ton. Now with it doing so well, that really makes me inspired to use that for next season, and I most likely will, because I've been wanting to use the shiny one that I got. So AOD finally it's gonna hit the screen here, and I'm super excited. Super excited. I believe it's trained. If it's not, I'm definitely gonna train it. Like during the off season when you guys are seeing the tier stuff, definitely gonna be training it. Well, we'll see. So next video. We've got Tornadus, Goldengo, Rillaboom, Raging Bolt, wow, Urshifu, and Incineroar. So I don't really have to worry about anyone in particular, but I think the best course of action that I have is to maybe open up. I mean, I could open up with Incineroar, Fluttermane, just to kind of put a lot of pressure. But if I miss for whatever reason against that Goldengo, I'm in trouble. Intimidate does work. So I think having these two as an open, and then maybe switching into Fluttermane to then go with Ogre Pond would be better. I think that's what I'll do. The Intimidate from Incineroars is going to be detrimental to each other, and I can then use my Fake Out to go into their Tornadus if they bring them out, or into another Pokemon like Rillaboom, or maybe Raging Bolt, who knows. Tornadus and Rillaboom, and Incineroar and Tornadus. Grassy Glide comes up, or Grassy Surge comes up, so Grassy Glide might be an option, but the Intimidate does come off, and it will hinder Rillaboom. So I'm going to go ahead and get Tailwind off first so that I go first, and I'm going to Fake Out into their Tornadus. Now their Fake Out is probably going to go to Incineroar, or it could go to my Tornadus, thinking that it's like, oh, Rocky Helmet. But if it goes into Incineroar, that's totally fine. I just wanted their attention away from Tornadus for a minute as I get off Tailwind. I really don't care if they go right into my Tornadus at all, since I have the Covert Cloak. But I just wanted to give myself an opening somehow. They're going to Terra, so kind of baited that out. Wasn't really trying to. Goes into the Rillaboom. Makes it fire. So he's going to make it so he resists not only Bleak Wind Storm, but also, like, let's say whatever I was trying to do. Fake Out goes into the Tornadoes. Totally fine with that. Mine goes into theirs. Rocky Helmet. No Rocky Helmet. Covert Cloak. Covert Cloak. Let's go. Okay. So a fellow user of the cloak. Now I won the 50-50 last time, so I'm hoping I get to win it again. Well, let's go ahead and use Knockoff on the Rillaboom so that the Assault Vest is going to fail. Taunt. Okay. Nope. Yep. U-turn. Okay, so the new Pokemon that does come out is going to get Knockoff. So is it Goldengo? Please let it be Goldengo. This would be a great read. Sent out Urshifu. Okay, so Rapid Strike. It is. Knockoff goes first. Goodbye, Choice Scarf. Oh. That's, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, actually. Yeah, I don't necessarily know how I feel about that. Let's swap to Ogerpon, though. Which is going to be a terrible decision on my part, but I can't really do anything. Ogerpon's going to get, like, hit with a really nasty Bleak Wind Storm. But I go first. Urshifu does go down. So maybe Fluttermane should have been, like, the Pokemon that I used. But I do live against those, so that's cool. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Golden Go! Let's go! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's do that. And I'm gonna Terra Water. No. Yes. And go right into Tornadus. They used it on Rillaboom, so they can't do anything for Golden Go, which is perfect for Incineroar in the back, who is still healthy? Yeah, he's totally healthy. And I'm going to be able to outspeed this Golden Go, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to protect on my Tornadus. Taunt should be wearing off at the end of this turn for theirs. Oh, Ivy Cudgel goes first. Let's go. And bop. Down goes Tornadus. Shadow Ball on the Golden Go goes right into my Ogerpon. Does not get the KO. Does quite a bit of damage. Don't get me wrong though. Tailwind's gone, so that's good. Out comes Rillaboom, and it should be 2v2 now. I'm sorry, 2v4. But Fake Out is going to come out. Yeah, let's do Tailwind, and I'm going to do Spiky Shield. Because Tornadus is going to go down here, obviously. We have a Make It Rain user, and then whatever Rillaboom's going to do, he knows that I have Covert Cloak, so he might not focus on that, but he might. I don't know. No Fake Out, so he probably went straight into Ogerpon thinking he can get an easy kill. Here comes the Shadow Ball from Golden Go right into Tornadus. Does get the KO. So we did predict him going down, obviously. But what happens after that is new. So U-turn goes right into Ogerpon, which isn't really going to do anything. But the Rillaboom was hurt because of that. And I restore a little bit of HP. Let's go. And Grass disappeared. Okay. Let's bring out Fluttermane. And Fluttermane is going to go right into the Golden Go, and I'm going to Ivy Cudgel into the Rillaboom. No priorities on their side because the Grassy Surge is gone. Which is dope, by the way. Shadow Ball. No protects. Right into the Golden Go and knocks him out. And Ivy Cudgel. Right into the Rillaboom, which should knock it out. Yep, there it goes. Oh, that was a crit. Oh, that crit damage. Man, what is this, like, critting? I'm hitting crits all day. Not really, but I would love it. But we got the W on that one. That was pretty dope. Love that. And let's go ahead and just get on to the next one, shall we? Ooh, this person's trying to get into Master Ball. Let's go. Okay, so we got Raging Bolt, Tornadus, Urshifu, Water Ogerpon, Incineroar, and Fluttermane. This is actually my exact team. Let's go. All right, so I don't know which Urshifu they have. It's probably Rapid Strike if I had to guess. How should I do this? Let's kind of get set up like we did before and hope for the best. Because I can, with this combo, I'm able to fake out Tornadus and like do all different types of things with Incineroar and stuff. But I also put pressure on Urshifu with Fluttermane, absorb attacks, and maybe do a little bit of like things with Raging Bolt. Not 100% sure. It's funny that I'm fighting like a mirror. It's so funny. Let's see if they get in. Raging Bolt, Tornadus. Sun Team? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Nope, boost energy on the Raging Bolt. Special attack was heightened. Gotcha. So I'm going to go ahead and activate Tailwind, and I'm going to fake out the Raging Bolt. No Thunderclap for you. Taunt. It's totally fine. Fell for the taunt. Raging Bolt flinch, cannot move. Let's swap, because I can't protect now. Let's go into Ogerpon. And I'm going to go ahead and Hardened Shot the Raging Bolt. Kind of bring out Fluttermane afterwards. Or we could just re-switch out to Tornadus. That'd be kind of dope. Ogerpon. That Tornadus does Tailwind, which is totally fine. Thunderclap fails. Hardened Shot goes into Raging Bolt. Actually, let's go into Fluttermane so we get the dub here. Immediately get the dub. Let's go ahead and follow me. Let's water follow me. No, let's not until it gets knocked out. And I'm going to go right from the Moonblast on the Raging Bolt. Terra's going to go for the Raging Bolt, so it changes types. Fairy. Electric. A person after my own heart. It's like my team. That'd be so funny. Follow me. That'd be so funny. I would love that so much. Thunderclap's gonna miss because it went over to the other Pokemon there. Oh, I didn't Terra either. Special attack fell. Bleak Wind Storm is gonna miss. The Ogerpon hits the Fluttermane. That's dope. Crit. Crit. And the speed fell. Okay. We're gonna follow me again. And I'm gonna go straight into Moonblast. Yeah, straight to Moonblast with the Raging Bolt. Bleak Wind Storm. Fluttermane just barely lives. Ogerpon goes down. Because it was a crit. Moonblast right into Raging Bolt. Knocks it down. Tailwinds are gone. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out. Oh, they brought out their own Fluttermane. That's dope. Bring out my Incineroar. go ahead and knock off the Fluttermane, and I'm going to swap to my Tornadus. I'm going to try to survive just a little bit longer. They have Tailwind for one more turn. Moonblast. It's neutral. Won't knock it off. Activates Citrus Berry. Bleak Wind Storm's going to miss. Tornadus, but hits the Incineroar. Knocks it right back down to where it was. That's funny. Here comes the knockoff. Right to the flame. Oh, it almost knocks it. Ugh. Its specs goes down. Let's go. Let's knock off their Tornadus. I'm going to Tailwind. Okay, so I do outspeed. Oh, I don't. Well, yeah, I do for Tornadus, just not anybody else. Let's go and Flare Blitz the Tornadus, and I'm going to Bleak Wind Storm that side of the field. I'm going to miss someone, Tornadus, but I'm going to hit the Fluttermane. It goes down. Flare Blitz. It's going to hit the Tornadus. Gonna take a little bit of the recoil damage. Whew. Who's left? Urshifu. And it's Rapid Strike. I'm going to swap and Bleak Wind Storm. In the event that I can't knock it out, I need to have Fake Out for the next turn. Whoever gets knocked out, Bleak Wind Storm, Urshifu goes down. Okay. Oh, okay. It was like, okay, here's the thought process, right? If Fluttermane or Tornadus goes down, I saved Incineroar so he can come out, change its Terra type, and use Fake Out so it stop it, so then I can attack it full on head first and do as much damage as I physically am possible to that team. Okay, so we got Metagross, Mimikyu, Roxfish, I think that's the name, Incineroar, Brute Bonnet, and Torkoal. This is a weird combination, but I believe everything is tied into Mimikyu to set up Trick Room. Now, there's other people that could set it up. I think Roxfish could also do it, but I'm not 100% sure who else would be able to set it. But since Incineroar is there, we're going to have to worry about being faked out. So that's interesting. Let's see. How do I... That's a good question. Because Mimikyu is going to have the Mental Herb. There's no way that it's not. There's no way that it's not. If I had High Punch or Upper Hand or Upper Fist, if I had that upper move, it would be a little bit easier because then I know that a Fake Out's coming my way. Let's open up Incineroar, Fluttermane, and Urshifu and Ogerpon. Now, Ogerpon's not going to have like a good fight in this one because Sun is going to be like a problem, but they don't have anyone that's going to like outspeed me per se. So I'm hoping that this weird team, or at least this outcome is going to be it. Metagross and Mimikyu. Okay. Intimidate, Clear Body says no. Mimikyu's attack fell. Let's do Knock Off on the Mimikyu. And very effective, super effective. Shadow Ball on the Mimikyu because I want to get off of I want to bust Disguise, but I don't want to Terra because that is going to put a bigger target on Fluttermane's head. They do Terra. Goes to the Metagross. Makes it normal. Okay. Bullet Punch. Right to the Fluttermane. Does get the super effective, and it does get knocked out. That's Life Orb. Disguise pops. There's the Mental Herb, but here comes Trick Room. Oh, that stinks. That stinks. All right, let's bring out Okerpon now. Let's go ahead and knock off the Metagross. And I'm just going to go straight into Mimikyu with the Ivy Cudgel. Dang, that stinks. I thought that I would be able to do something, but I forgot that Metagross has Bullet Punch. Priority, folks. Try to have a counter for it. My team doesn't currently have one, so yay. Okay. Explosion. Okay. Doesn't affect a Mimikyu. That's a lot of damage. I haven't seen anyone use Explosion in forever. Like, I haven't seen anyone do it since freaking Regieleki. That's hilarious. Okay, brought out Torkoal. And I'm going to use Urshifu. Drought. Terra, Sucker Punch, the Torkoal. Why not? Man, Life Orb Explosion. Got me. You got me. This is going to make it so that I get, like, really, really hurt from Play Rough, especially after that Sword Stance. Sucker Punch goes right into that Torkoal, which is going to do half, I think? Less than half? Oh, bruh. This wasn't even a fight. It was just like, hey, I'm going to set up once and then call it. Dang. Dang. Like, the only knockout I got is because they did Explosion. They knocked themselves out. Wow. Wow. Well, that was pretty interesting. I don't even think I could have even countered that. I mean, I probably could if I went after the Metagross, but I didn't. As soon as Trick Room was set up, there was nothing else I could really do. Because it had Explosion and it literally lasted like 3 turns. There was nothing I could have done. Good show. Jesus. Okay, we've got Kingambit, Cresselia, Ursaluna, Torkoal, Primarina, and Cornerstone Ogerpon. Interesting. The only Trick Room person that I see is going to be Cresselia, and everyone else is sitting pretty. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe what I'm thinking is it's just a answer for Trick Room because people do use Trick Room. So if you have like Ursaluna, maybe you're less likely to use Trick Room now. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm willing to give that a shot. We're going to walk in with Tornadus Urshifu, Ogerpon, and Fluttermane. We're going to leave Raging Bolt and Incineroar in the back. I'm leaving those two behind because of one, King Gambit. Defiant is huge. Even though that it gets -1 first, the Defiant comes in and gives it that +1. And bro, not cool. Ogerpon and Cresselia versus Tornadus and Urshifu. Now, this is going to be very, very interesting. I'm going to first taunt Cresselia, and then I'm going to go ahead and just Wicked Blow. Or should I go? Well, he's got... he's got Sturdy. So maybe taunt doesn't go off first. Yeah, let's give that a try. Okay, Follow Me does go up first. He becomes the center of tension. Liquid Storm. So does it miss? It misses someone, but it hits Cornerstone. So here comes the Wicked Blow. Bop. Does knock it down. But now Trick Room comes up, which, I mean, there's hardly anything I could have done to like block that out. I could have taunted into Cresselia, but I think Follow Me comes before taunt, which means there is no way that I could avoid that. So I'm okay, but it's good that I activated, or I didn't activate Tailwind, because that would have been terrible for me. Ursaluna. Yep. Shiny. Let's go. Let's go ahead and Bleak Windstorm again. And I'm going to Terra Dark Sucker Punch into Ursaluna. So Cresselia is going to have to try to do something, but I'm not sure what that is going to be. But I'm going to make myself Terra Dark. Go right into that slot. I'm going to do as much damage as I possibly can. Bop. It's not enough. Earthquake doesn't affect Tornadus, and it will not affect Cresselia either. But it will hit Urshifu, which doesn't do a whole lot, but that will. That 100% will. Oh, that's obviously a crit too. Like, Cresselia is not offensive, but yeah, when you're just dark, that hurts quite a bit. So instead of being 4 times, you're only 2 times. Oh, they both miss? Oh, let's go. Let's go. And there's the burn. Let's see, what do I do here? Let's walk in with the Ogerpon. I think I have a better chance with Ogerpon. Because then I can go taunt on the Cresselia so it doesn't prevent any healing, and I go for the... Dang it. Okay, so Protect goes on the Ursaluna. My... Oh, okay, so they both protect. Double protect. Okay. Okay. Taunt fails because it goes into Protect, and so does Horn Leech. In the event that, like, an Earthquake came out, that's when I wanted to, like, try to avoid that. This is a physical-based Ursaluna, so I have to be very careful. Trick Room has 2 more turns. I'm going to try to burn or taunt again. And I'm going to go straight into the Ursaluna and hoping that Ogerpon can withstand the attack. But the Terra goes into Ursaluna. Comes Terra Dragon. Oh, interesting. Taunt. Stops Cresselia, so no Lunar Blessing, no Trick Room, no Protect. I know that it has Moonblast. Oh, you have Mental Herb. Here comes Facade. Enough to knock out the Ogerpon, which is unfortunate. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. It's one more turn, but I don't think it's really going to matter now. Taunt, and we'll do Dazzling. I doubt that Fluttermane's going to survive, but I'll try it. Taunt so that Cresselia can't do anything. Assad goes into Tornadoes. Gets the KO. I mean, he's burnt. So it's like 50%, so it's 1.5. Moonblast. Just right to the Fluttermane. That's not enough. But you did drop. Oh. Are you kidding me? The drop too? You get the drop too? Like, bro. Bro, what? I've been trying to knock out this bear for like ever. So far, it's 1v3. I could possibly knock down Ursaluna, but I don't know about anyone else. Dazzling Gleam hits first. Ursaluna goes down. Cresselia has Lunar Blessing, Trick Room, Protect, and Moonblast, so it's just not going to do a whole lot to me. Seems like it didn't do that much to me then. Oh my goodness, you're dropping my stats! Why? Why? Out comes Primarina. Primarina. We'll just go this way and hope that we can do the best. Dazzling Gleam. That's a lot of damage. That was a crit on one of them. This is a double Moonblast. Oh. And Cresselia struck off the taunt. My specs, even though like that's 2 minus a special attack. They got so lucky lowering down my special attack. Dazzling Gleam misses Primarina because of the Protect. Lunar Blessing. Please go for the... Oh, come on. Honestly, that should not work. That should not work. Oh, that was because of the... Okay. So here's the reason why I say that Lunar Blessing should not work when a target is protected. If you protect and someone uses like Helping Hand, right? It goes off to protect. It just doesn't get the effect. If other things were to activate it, like say that you were using U-turn and it goes off to protect, like obviously there's that. And I guess that because it's an effect that activates and it activates on Cresselia, that the other person should get it. But if you were just to, protect someone and then you use Heal Pulse on them, I mean, Life Dew doesn't, like, it goes through Protect, but it's weird. I don't like it. They protected it. Shouldn't work. God, I sound so salty. Oh, no. We got Kingdra, Politoed. Politoed. Wow. Okay. Politoed, Raging Bolt, Scizor, Rillaboom, and Incineroar. So we're going to open up with Tornadus Ogerpon. That way we can kind of get Kingdra out of there and work on Politoed as well. I don't have anyone to fear for Defiant, so Incineroar's going to be able to come in here. And lastly, I'll bring in my own Raging Bolt, which is going to be able to outstand the Scizor pretty good. Fake Out's not going to really hit Tornadus at all, so that's dope. I'm not bringing in Fluttermane, so Bullet Punch isn't going to do anything to me at all. So depending on how they open, we could see kind of like a turn 1 double knockout, hopefully. And it's Politoed and Raging Bolt. Okay. This will make it very easy. I love the shiny Politoed. That's so dope looking. Let's taunt. Oh, should I taunt? Yeah. Actually, we're going to protect instead, and I'm going to go straight for the Horn Leech into Politoed. Because now that Drizzle's here, I have a little bit to worry about, but it's not like they get like a huge boost in like electric attacks. Thunder gets 100% accurate. That's cool. Politoed protects, so does Tornadus. Raging Bolt is able to do whatever he wants. So no Thunderclap. Thunder! I hate being wrong. Oh my Lanta. Okay. We might have to sack Tornadus. Do I want to use... No. I don't think so. We'll swap for Raging Bolt. I'm going to Horn Leech again into Politoed. I'm going to reveal the Pokemon that I have in the back, but I'm not going to take any damage from the Raging Bolt. They're going to Terra. Probably the Politoed, and it is. Change it to Grass. Gotcha. Now it's going to negate Horn Leech for the most part. Falcon Hand. I'm okay with that. Horn Leech. That's a 4th. Not bad. Thunder. On the Ogerpon. That does do quite a bit of damage. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and bring back Tornadus. And let's go for our own Terra. Dragon Pulse and Liquid Storm. Liquid Storm's not 100%. And I outspeed everything on the field currently. What is your plan? Withdrew Raging Bolt. Is it Rillaboom? It's not Scizor. Shiny. Let's go. I don't know if that was a good call though. Isn't he like Bug? Isn't like Liquid Storm gonna knock him out now? Not sure. Maybe that's what they were planning, is like, you take a hit. Speed dropped on the Politoed. Citrus Berry activates. Dragon Pulse. Not very effective on the Scizor, but it does quite a bit of damage. Perish Song. Okay. I mean, if you want me to remove my Pokemon really fast, I could do that. Just bring out Incineroar. And I'll just go ahead with the Bleakwind Storm again. I mean, I have no problem with that. We'll bring out Incineroar now so that Scissor's attack goes down one stage. It's not like he can protect it. Withdrew Scizor. You gotta bring out. No, this is Rillaboom. Gotcha. Grassy Surge. Okay. Politoed protects. Liquid Storm does not hit the Politoed, but it will hit the Rillaboom for quite a bit. Drop his speed. And Tornadus drops down to 2, and so does Politoed. Go ahead and knock off. Let's go ahead and knock off Incineroar because I think he's going to swap, because I'm going to swap next turn. Probably going to fake out Tornadus because he doesn't know I have Covert Cloak. Or maybe he has surmised it and just goes right into Incineroar. I'm not 100% sure. Withdrew Politoed. Just kind of leaving oh no, he's not. Okay. I was gonna say he's probably like leaving out Rillaboom to take some major damage, but called it right. Liquid Storm misses Rillaboom, but it will hit that guy over there. Raging Bolt and drop his speed. Knockoff goes into the protect. So is rain gonna end soon? Does. Okay. Tornadus drop down to 1. Let's go ahead and knock off that. Swap to my Raging Bolt. No fake outs. What are you gonna do? What are you planning? With Perish Song, it's like best to use Gothitelle or wait till your opponent only has 2 Pokemon left, because I've been able to swap these guys out with no problem. Rillaboom switches. Brings out Politoed to reapply Drizzle. So it started to rain. Knock off. Goes into that guy, and Choice Specs is removed. Draco Meteor. Hits Raging Bolt for a lot. Now that the specs are gone, its -2 is going to be very permanent. And I get healed by not only Grassy Surge, but the leftovers. Parting shot on that guy. And I'm going to protect. I'm going to protect on Raging Bolt. I think that's the call. I think Politoed has Protect, Helping Hand, and Perish Song. I don't know what its other move is. Withdrew Raging Bolt to bring out Rillaboom. Still has, I think, Scizor in the back. Parting shot. Off the Rillaboom. And we're going to bring right back out Tornadus. It's better than a hard switch, because then I can get -2 stats, and I get a free switch in with Tornadus. Safe switch in, too. Get that extra healing from Grassy Surge as well as the leftovers. And I'm going to Bleakwind Storm. And Dragon Pulse. You know what? Thunderbolt. Rillaboom. So I think he's going to try to fake out. Or he's going to switch. I think either fake out or switching. But right now, they're both in danger from fake out. Goes into the Tornadus. Bleakwind Storm still goes. Because he didn't know. I guess she, player model, she didn't know. They didn't know. Covert Cloak. I mean, it would make sense. Like if that wasn't Covert Cloak, that was the best call that they could make. But I always go with the Covert Cloak. Secondary effects don't affect me. Nope. Nada. No, thank you. I'll be just fine. And grass disappeared on the field. So now it's Scizor and who else? Oh, Raging Bolt. See, now I can just whip out my own Perish Song and no, I won't do that. It would be dope though. Let's go ahead and protect on Tornadus. And Dragon Pulse into the Raging Bolt, which should do a considerable amount of damage. I know Thunder is going to come out soon, which isn't going to really affect my Raging Bolts, but a tag team of these two could hurt quite a bit. So to depending on how this turn goes, I might swap out into Incineroar just to kind of lower down their offense a little bit more. Thunder goes into the Protect. So called that. Absolutely. No priority moves. Here comes Dragon Pulse. Right into Raging Bolt, knocking him out. And close combat, right into Raging Bolt. Does not get the KO. Gets really, really close though. Drops his speed and or his defense and special defense. Whew. Maybe we don't need to worry about that. So we'll go with that and Thunderclap. That should be enough. Terra Electric Thunderclap. Just enough. Just enough. Counter to water and also negates water. Raging Bolt, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Okay. Ooh. All right. All right. So we've got Lycanroc, Tyranitar, Scizor, Fluttermane, Cornerstone, Ogerpon, and Landorus I. It's a sand team. People that will take advantage of the special defense from the weather. So that's going to be fun. But Lycanroc is also someone I have to worry about immediately. Like almost immediately. I kind of want to walk in with Tornadus, but I know that he's going to have like a bad matchup. So I think I'm going to walk in with Incineroar and Ogerpon just so I can lower down to some physical offense. And I'm going to bring in my Urshifu and Fluttermane. I'm not going to try to outspeed them. Lycanroc in the sand almost outspeeds everything I got, and I don't want to try to put up Tailwind, even though this is how this team works, right? I have to have Tailwind, but it's not as like Tornadus is not as bulky as Tyranitar. There's no way. Like I have to be able to create an opening so that I can use it, and I don't think I could. I do not think I could. Opens up with Tyranitar and Lycanroc. I open up with Incineroar and Ogerpon. So I'm going to go ahead and fake out the Lycanroc. And I'm going to go ahead and just apply... I'm just going to hit Tyranitar. with Horn Leech. It's probably gonna Terra though to make it flying, which then negates what I've got. But it could go to Lycanroc. Nope, it's Tyranitar. Grass, okay. Horn Leech now does neutral. It's not resistant, but okay. Lycanroc protects, totally fine with that. Fake out. Gonna fail because it goes into the protect. And Horn Leech does a fourth, maybe a fifth. Here comes the Rock Slide, misses Ogerpon, but hits the the Incineroar. But because of the -1, isn't that hard. Now T-Tar is gonna take some damage from that too, so that's gonna be fun. Let's go ahead and swap to Urshifu, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit Lycanroc with Ivy Cudgel. I'm doing that so that I can swap Incineroar in more. How? Raises the attack on their side by 1 stage. Here comes the Ivy Cudgel into Lycanroc. Probably has the Sash. Has the Sash. Crit. Rock Slide. Not very effective on Urshifu, but it does hurt the Ogerpon because it is a crit. Go on Wicked Blow, and I'm just going to Spiky Shield. So I take no damage from the next round, and I think Lycanroc's going to protect again. It would make sense. Nope, Rock Slide. Okay. Hoping for the flinch here. Nope. Wicked Blow, run into Tyranitar, and it gets the KO. T-Tar goes down. How them flinches going? It's not a bad strat. Don't let me like prove to you that it's not. It's a fabulous strat. It's an awesome strat. Now I have to deal with the Lycanroc, who's got 1 HP, can Endeavor. I need to keep everyone in mind. Like, he can use Endeavor. Anyone drop down to 1, it just instantly KO'd with the sand. It's not a bad strat. Out comes Landorus. So I'm going to Sucker Punch the Lycanroc, swap out to Incineroar. So I can get the another minus on the Lycanroc, but while it's not going to hurt the Landorus, but I do get Ogerpon out of the way so Landorus doesn't one-shot it. Sucker Punch does knock down the Lycanroc, who can no longer use Endeavor, because it is gone. Sludge Bomb into the Incineroar. Rocks the Citrus Berry. Now what's really cool is that most Landorus eyes have Sheer Force, which means that it's not going to have the poison ability, so that's cool. Absolutely is cool. And brings out Ogerpon. Cornerstone. Okay, so I'm just going to go straight to it. Fake out. Proc that stat there. Lynch cannot move. Earth Power on the Urshifu does get the KO. And here I thought that I'd be able to knock it out, but I did break the sash there. Let's go ahead and bring out Ogerpon or Fluttermane. Not Ogerpon, Fluttermane. That's what I want, Fluttermane. We're just gonna go ahead and Terra Dazzling? Yeah, why not? Terra Dazzling. And we will then knock off on Landorus. Now we procced Sturdy for Cornerstone, so now he can be one-shotted, which is dope. That's what the fake out was supposed to do, and then if it didn't outspeed, I was gonna, do the thing, but nope, Landorus has to be like a fuddy-duddy and outspeeds me, so that sucks. Terra Fairy, Fluttermane, Spiky Shield on the Ogerpon. Oh, the double. Okay. I can respect that. I can respect that a lot. I went knockoff on the Landorus, though. I wonder if Landorus is faster than 170. I hope not, because we're gonna try it again, but I hope that he's not. Same rules. Run it back. Ivy Cudgel into the Incineroar. That sucks. He's faster than Ogerpon or the Fluttermane. That's dope. Here comes the Dazzling Gleam, though. Oh, it's not enough. Almost. Sludge Bomb. 50%. 50%. Let's go. You know what that means? Ogerpon can now come out, do the follow me, and I think I win the game. Because even if they don't follow me on both or they do the double protect, it happens next turn, and I outspeed Landorus. That's 100% factual now. Protect. Follow me. So here's the Ivy Cudgel. Takes down the Ogerpon. You have over 171. Either at 170 or you're at 171 plus. But I outspeed Landorus. So this is where my W comes from. There we go. And there we go. My Fluttermane is not 205. It is 170. And it could still pick up quite a few KOs if people are not looking out for it. So we did well there. And I believe that the minuses from Incineroar made it so that I can survive. Well, nope, that's wrong. I mean, an Ogerpon did get a -1, but he still knocked out Incineroar. So obviously that didn't make any sense. I tried though. Like it didn't hit Landorus' eye. He's special, not a physical attacker. So no, ignore that statement. I'm just speaking out of nonsense. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh no. We have Incineroar, Ursaluna, that's physical, Fluttermane, Amoonguss, Cresselia, and Urshifu. Fake out. Okay. Trick Room's obviously going to be activated. Incineroar, Cresselia is probably going to be it. Sets up with Ursaluna, and maybe their fourth is Urshifu, but it's most likely either going to be Fluttermane or Amoonguss. That's just how it is. So now that we know what the first three are, we could try to prepare a little bit better for it. So we'll bring in Raging Bolt, Ogerpon, Incineroar, and we'll bring in Urshifu. We'll leave Fluttermane and Tornadus in the back. I am not going to try to worry about taunting. I am not going to try to activate Tailwind. There's no way that I can stop Trick Room. Even if I just opened up with Tornadus having the Covert Cloak, right? If people are bringing in Mental Herb or Cresselia, there's no way for me to stop it. More people bring in mental herb, and I don't like it. Stop my entire strat by not using it. Yep, called it. Intimidate. Not too worried about that. But I'm gonna go protect, and I'm just gonna Ivy Cudgel the Incineroar. Because Fake Out's probably gonna go into Ogre Pawn. There's no way that I can knock out anybody, so he probably will just go into Raging Bolt instead. Maybe I'll just do a ton of damage, and he's like, well, I gotta worry about this guy and this guy. We'll see what the call was. No Fake Out, so Ivy Cudgel goes straight into Incineroar, takes it down 2/3. U-turn, goes right off the Raging Bolt. What? Activates Trick Room, so we guessed that right, folks. Let's go ahead and Thunderclap the Incineroar because he's probably going to want to do it again. I'm going to Spike Shield. Oh yeah, Raging Bolt is weak against fairy moves. Awesome. I forgot. That's okay. I'll activate this. And I'll activate that. Doesn't get the KO. Gets really, really close though. Flare Blitz. Oh, well. You don't say. Did you knock yourself out? Oh, come on. He was like a little bit of health left. Moonblast. Oh, he can tank it. Good boy, Raging Bolt. What a good man you are. Taking hits. Thunderclap. And I'm just going to go ahead and... You know what? Are you going to swap? Like, if you're going to swap, this is like the perfect time to. I'm going to double into that slot in case if you're swapping. You don't. Okay. I was thinking, oh, if you swap and that goes into like Ursaluna and you think that I'm just not thinking that you would do that. I mean, good on you, but no. Not happening. Ivy Cudgel. Oh, yeah, right. It's not like hardly anything. Shucks. It probably would have been best for me to swap, actually. Maybe swap out Raging Bolt. Here comes Ursaluna. Oh, a Moongus. All right. All right. Let's protect. And actually, let's just go ahead and have you swap. And I'm going to just follow me so no spores can go through. And the Moonblast goes over to Ogre Pawn instead. That way I get a free switch in with no problem. And who knows, maybe Amoongus is trying to do Spore. Go off with the Intimidate. Helping Hand on the Amoongus? What? Are you Pollen Puffing? Sludge Bomb. That's a lot of damage from the Ogre Pawn. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. That was a good cheap shot you did there. Yeah, that one hurt a little bit. Oh god. Yep, that one hurt quite a bit. Fake Out. And let's swap to Urshifu. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt quite a bit. Ogre Pawn retreat. Come on out, Urshifu. Fake Out. Probably goes into the Rocky Helmet. Yep. Lynch cannot move. There was no helping hand. Lunar Blessing. I mean, that's not a bad call. I think he used it prematurely. Twisted dimensions. Oh, return to normal, did they? Actually. Let's knock off him and let's detect Urshifu. I have a feeling that I'm going to get spored and or rage powdered here. So I'm going to go into that slot, but I'm going to knock off the item that he has. And I'm going to remove the neutralness from like Moonblast if it comes out. So no helping hand. There's the rage powder. Fully knew that was coming. Knock off. Take a little bit of damage from the Rocky Helmet, but I'm going to remove it. And they activate Trick Room again, which I'm totally fine with. I'm absolutely okay with that. Because now I can Flare Blitz. And Sucker Punch. Should I? I'm going to switch to Raging Bolt in case if it's something else. I'm going to swap. No helping hand, I think. Nope, Spore. Called it. Flare Blitz. Knocks out Amoonguss. I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but it's not going to proc my Citrus Berry. Oh, it is. But you know what? I'm okay with that. And Raging Bolt can like have a small nap. Oh, well, maybe not. I mean, yes, he can. He absolutely can. Formally buff. Oh, there he is. Go ahead and yeah, we'll keep him in. I'll just protect. And he protects. Good call, because I was definitely going to knock off whatever item you have, which is probably the Flame Orb. Here comes the Moonblast. Into Incineroar. Okay. Not bad. Like deviating the damage out a little bit. I can respect that. There's the Flame Orb. We're going to try this again. There's the Helping Hand. Raging Bolt woke up. Here's the Protect. Probably going to go for Facade to Earthquake. Okay. Will Incineroar live? Yes, he will. Let's go. Let's take off that Flame Orb. I mean, he's burnt, but now if they use Lunar Blessing, they get rid of his buff. Which is essentially what I wanted to prevent. They have one more turn of Trick Room. Alright, Ogerpon, I'm sorry. Sorry, bud. You gotta be sacrificed to the bigger, greater gods. And I kind of want to bring in Urshifu. No, let's leave him in. I'll Thunderclap Cresselia. Because if they go for the double, right? They go for Earthquake again, Cresselia's not going to take any damage. That's what I thought. Okay. Thunderclap is going to fail. Here comes the Earthquake, which is going to knock out both my Pokemon. Which essentially I'm okay with because now Trick Room ends. And while these two are essentially on different sides of the scale, like Raging Bolt is far slower. But I needed to save Incineroar so that I can come in with the -1. But I also needed to make sure that I can bring in Urshifu safely without getting him knocked out. So here's what my plan is. I think Ursaluna is going to protect here. So I'm going to Wicked Blow and Fake Out Cresselia. Here comes Cetera. It's for Ursaluna. Making it Dragon. Okay. What are you going to protect? Helping Hand. They're not protecting. They just go full on attack mode. Wicked Blow. Brings Cresselia down to 1 HP. Are you kidding me? Assad. To Urshifu. Parting Shot, why not? Let's make you -2. I mean, it's not really gonna matter. Like, if I had Sash on Urshifu, that would have done it. But it's not like I could have survived for very long, because I needed to be able to do a lot of damage to Ursaluna. And that, Pokefans, is the last video of the tier series. All 105 fights in front of you, and I hope that you've enjoyed the show thus far. Please leave your appreciation by leaving a like on the video, leaving a comment down below. Team suggestions are always welcome. Next, you'll be seeing the Global Challenge videos. I'm hoping to have 3 done, and yeah, can't wait to do Season 16 for you guys. It's gonna be really, really fun. But for now, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Peace.